Hello, my YouTube friend, Pop Comics here. In today's video, we're going to go through over 2,000 key issue comics from my collection. How much are they worth? Not sure, I haven't calculated, but I'm guessing between $100,000 and $200,000 worth of comics. That's a lot of value, and that's a lot of comics. Okay, let's start digging into these boxes. Okay, let's go through box number 1. All right, this is going to be a lot of fun, because I know, over the years, every few months, I just put a box together, and I just try to throw in all the key issues. As you can see right here, this is Iron Man 184, the 332. So everything else I have in runs, but I'd like to pull out the key issues and kind of hold them separate. All right, let's dig through this bin. We got Katie Keene, number 1. Beautiful issue. I'm almost done. I just need one more issue to complete that run. We got Dark Horse Presents number 1, first appearance of Concrete. Okay, we have True Love number 1, an awesome Dave Stevens cover. Every time I find Dave Stevens for like $1, I'm really happy. We have Dazzler number 1. I think this issue will start going up pretty soon. The cover's gorgeous, and the Taylor Swift fans, if she does play Dazzler, that's gonna be a really in-demand comic. Journey into Mystery number 98. Not 100% sure if it's a key issue. It's just a better older Thor issue, so that's worth a bit. Conan the Barbarian number 24, the first full appearance of Red Sonja. Love that issue. Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, the first appearance of Spider-Gwen. Fantastic Four number 45, the first Inhumans appearance. Ultimate Fallout number 4, first appearance of Miles Morales. Amazing Spider-Man 529, the first Iron Suit or Iron Spider. Hulk number 1, the Dynamic Forces version. It's the first appearance of the Red Hulk. She-Hulk number 1, her first appearance. Ghost Rider number 1. I think this is the first appearance of Son of Satan. Miss Marvel number 1. Awesome Bronze Age key. Fantastic Four 46. First full appearance of Black Bolt. Love that issue. Avenging Spider-Man number 9. This is when Carol Danvers becomes Captain Marvel. Not as valuable as it was from when the first movie came out, but still a key issue. Star Wars number 1. This one I used to sell all the time when I got them just because they weren't worth too much. But after Disney bought them, the price just really skyrocketed. Tales of Asgard number 1. Pretty high grade. No, actually, it's got some creasing right there, but other than that, it's pretty decent shape. I think this is an underrated, I believe it's a reprint, or it has reprints in it, so it's relatively affordable. Underrated Silver Age book, though. I love the cover. I'd buy it just for the cover, honestly. New 52 Batman number 1. That was really high demand for a while there, maybe like 7 years ago. Amazing Spider-Man number 129, first appearance of the Punisher. It's probably like a 6070 condition. Really happy to have that one. Jimmy Olsen 134, first appearance of Darkseid. Super cool key. Underappreciated, I think. Well, it's funny, it's Darkseid's first appearance, but he's only on a little teeny monitor, so it really is a cameo, but that seems to be the one that people appreciate the most. Harley Quinn number 1. This one's in pretty high grade, and I got for 50 cents years ago, and a lot. Really happy to have that. All-Star Comics presents number 58, first appearance of Power Girl. Awesome key issue. Another She-Hulk number 1. I'll pick those up anytime I see them cheap. Hulk 271, first comic appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Tomb of Dracula number 10. It's a good mid-grade copy. First appearance of Blade. Absolutely love that issue. All right, Captain Marvel number 13. I believe that's the first appearance of Carol Danvers. Captain Marvel 17, second print. This is the rare Kamala Khan cover. I believe that's her first appearance, or first full appearance, I want to say. This is quite an expensive comic these days. Not as much as at the peak, but still has quite a bit of value. Deadpool 45, the hip-hop variant cover. That one's pretty valuable. Marvel 2-in-1, number 1. I love this Man-Thing, The Thing. Awesome cover, one of my favorite series. Love that issue. Saga number 1, modern day classic. I love owning those. I have multiple of them. Iron Fist 14, first appearance of Sabretooth. The Killing Joke graphic novel, the first print. Miss Marvel 18, the first full appearance of Raven. Love that issue. Marvel Superheroes featuring Captain Marvel number 12. This is the first appearance of Captain Marvel, which I think, yeah, I also have a 5/5 copy on the side here. So 2 copies of that. If you see duplicates, I'm not selling duplicates. These are all my PC. Journey to Mystery 109, also Magneto cover. I just love collecting these early appearances of Thor. Not in the best shape. I'm still happy to have it. Iron Man Submariner number 1. This predates Iron Man number 1. I think it continues the storyline. Awesome comic book. Infinity Gauntlet number 2. A little bit cheaper comics snuck in there. Avengers number 17 in pretty high grade. Probably like a 7 or 8. Beautiful copy. Long Shot number 3. A really underappreciated comic. And number 4. I don't think they're like $5 to $10, but absolutely love that series. Fantastic Four number 38. I think this is the second appearance of Medusa. I forget off the top of my head. Tales of Suspense number 47. Kind of low grade, but still early Iron Man appearance. Absolutely love that. Iron Man number 1. Really fun key issue to get. You know, his first appearance is through the roof, but this is the one that you could afford for a few $100. Super cool key to have. Doctor Strange number 169. This is when they switched the title into his own title. So it's a bit of a key issue. I love that issue. Love the cover. I forget what issue this is, but it's a beautiful Michael Turner cover. This was limited or exclusive to their website. So that's a pretty cool comic to have. Amazing Spider-Man number 50. This is the one where he gives up being Spider-Man. Also the first appearance of Kingpin. So really, really cool key issue. Love it. Great cover, great issue. Avengers 257, first appearance of Nebula. I love that book. I pick up all the time if I see it for cheap. Amazing Spider-Man number 41, first appearance of Rhino. Avengers 196, first appearance of Taskmaster. Anything the Avengers can do, I can do better. So in the comics and in the cartoons, he's kind of a loudmouth. He's kind of like condescending and fun, and like I really feel like they did him bad in the like I don't mind the gender swap, right? It's not the gender swap that was a problem. It was the fact that they made him into a mute robot basically, and not the loudmouth character he is. That's why I don't like the MCU version of him. Captain America number 34, the Dynamic Forces variant. Beautiful, beautiful Alex Ross cover. Absolutely love that one. Mighty Avengers number 67, an awesome Ultron cover. Love that one. All right, Miss Marvel number 16. I think this is the first cameo appearance of Mystique. Well, Raven before she's Mystique. So that's a cool key issue. Batman number 1. This is, I think, the B variant or ratio variant from the new 52. So the rare version. Another Avengers 257. I do pick this one up every time I see it. First appearance of Nebula. I absolutely love her character. So, like, I wasn't a fan of her character before the movies, but once the movies came out, I became a big fan of hers. All right, Batman 227. A classic, beautiful cover. Absolutely love. This is one of my favorite issues from the Bronze Age. Marvel Spotlight number 5. Now, this grade, it's kind of low grade, maybe like a 3.0. But it's the first appearance of Ghost Rider. I'm just thrilled to own it. Awesome issue. Fear 19. This is one of my all-time favorite key issues. I buy it all the time. I think I have 5 of them now. First appearance of Howard the Duck. Absolutely must own for me. Amazing Spider-Man 316. I think this is the second cover appearance of Venom. Awesome cover. Absolutely love this issue. Such a great key issue. Fantastic Four 36. I think this is the first appearance of Medusa. Awesome key issue. I like her character, so I think it's just a cool issue. Avengers number 13, a pretty high grade, probably like an 8.0 copy. Beautiful. I love getting this early Silver Age Marvel stuff for cheap. X-Men 14, first appearance of the Sentinels. Absolutely love that. I love the X-Men. I think they're probably my all-time favorite Marvel characters. So I love having these X-Men keys when I can get them. Daredevil number 6. This one is, it's got some wear, so it's probably like only a 4 or 5. Probably a 4 because it's a little bit of a tape too. But thrilled to have it. I love having these low number Daredevils. They are fantastic. Oh, we got 2 more. They fell over. Oh yeah, this is my other. Yeah, this is a pretty high grade of Amazing Spider-Man number 62. Absolutely love this Medusa cover. I think it's an awesome cover. Though it's a little bit off-white, but it's not too bad. Usually they're a lot more yellow. So I'm actually really happy to get that. And then finally in this box, we have Fantastic Four number 34. A beautiful earlier Fantastic Four cover. love collecting Fantastic Four. I really need the reason why I'm doing all these videos is because I want to get all my key issues sorted out, because I kind of want to start seeing what Silver Age keys I need to fill in the runs, because I would like to work on my Fantastic Four, my X-Men, and my Spidey runs. And anything else pretty much from the Silver Age. All right, amazing. So I normally like to keep my runs in boxes like this, where I try to actually, like, this is unsorted, this is unsorted, but when I sort it, it's, you know, that's Iron Man. This has my G.I. Joe run in it. So a lot of the boxes I have here are actually, like, the Wythe Last Man is my complete collection. So most of my stuff is sorted into the boxes. But once or twice a year, I fill up a box like this of the key issues. I like to keep the key issues together just in case there's ever an emergency or something happens to me. My wife can just grab these boxes. She knows these are the ones that have value in them. It's kind of nice just to have the value in one spot. Just, you know, if there's ever an emergency, I need to sell something, I know all the value is here. All right, let's dig through this box. Not as many top loaders this time, so I think it's a lot more modern keys. Couple top loaders mixed in. All right, let's dig through this box and see what's inside. All right, I'm gonna start with the top loaders on the side just to see if there's any bigger books in here. Oh, okay, that's a pretty decent book. Something's Killing the Children, #1, the Jenny Frison variant. I think this one has quite a bit of value now. That's an awesome book. Very cool book. Okay, I have high hopes for this box now. Oh, this is a super dope book. So this is Daredevil, The Man Without Fear, #3. This one says, "To Sean, great to meet you," signed by Charlie Cox with the double D's. He came into my shop and I met him and he signed that book for me. That's actually just like a personal grail to me. It's such a cool book. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Canto #1 has a little bit of wear right there. Other than that, it's still near mint condition. I think I got that one from my friend Alex. Cool book. Oh, the Mike Mayhew Psylocke cover. This cover is gorgeous. Such a great book. Okay, let's see what we got. We got America #1, the action figure variant. Not sure what this one's worth, but I know this one went up pretty high right before the Doctor Strange movie. NYX #3, first appearance of X-23. This one has a little bit of wear. It's probably only like a very fine minus, maybe a fine plus, but still very happy to get it. I got it for a good price. One that actually took me a few years to track down cheap. Mr. Miracle #1. That's a fun key issue. Undervalued, I think. Underappreciated. Avengers #52. I do love the Silver Age Marvel stuff a ton. X-Men 109. His first... I always forget his name, but his first appearance. Awesome Alpha Flight key. Fear #19. I have so many copies of that. I just love this book. This is one of my favorite key issues. First appearance of Howard the Duck. Okay, let's go to this side. This looks like it's some Icon stuff, so probably not as exciting. Let's see what we got. We got Icon #1. I used to pick these up all the time when I'd find them cheap. Static #1. America #2, the second printing. Something's Killing the Children, I think like #4 or 5. Harley Quinn #0. That's a fun book. Hell Arisen #3. Might be the second or third print. I think this is the first Cameo Punchline. More Icon. Again, I would just pick these up whenever I'd find them for $1. Something's Killing the Children, the Jay Lee variant to #1. Awesome key issue. Something's Killing the Children, another issue that's a lower number. I just forget which one. Swamp Thing #1. Absolutely love that issue. That's an awesome key issue. Thor #5. For a while there, these were like $20 to $40 books, but I think the price is way down on them. That's the thing. I put these boxes together. I just throw in all the books of value or key issues into them. And, sometimes it's a little bit of a spec book. Sometimes they go up in really high value, and sometimes they kind of die out. Daredevil #10. I think that's the second appearance of Echo. Awesome David Mack cover. Hardware #1. Again, these Icon books or Milestone books, I would just grab like crazy. These Savage Shores #2. I think this one actually has a bit of value. I mean, all of these should have a bit of value, but I'm just saying it's like an odd indie, but I think it is actually collectible. Morbius #1. That one jumped before the movie, but now I don't think it has much value. The Umbrella Academy, God Save the President #1. That should still have a little bit of value. Totally Awesome Hulk #1, the hip-hop variant. Awesome comic. Once and Future #1. Silk #1. Avengers 684. I think this is the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk. Hardware number 1. Yes, these I'll probably have a ton of. Spider-Man number 1, the Miles Morales hip-hop variant. That's an awesome key issue. Batman Adventure Continues number 1, the Chrissy Zulu variant. Love that one. All New Wolverine number 1. I think this is the 1 in 25 variant. I need to find the rest of the variants from that series. They're kind of hard to get and they're kind of expensive. Captain America number 118, second appearance of Falcon. This is just a gorgeous cover. So we have Betty and Veronica number 1. It's a J. Scott Campbell exclusive, and it's signed in like this fun orange pen with his logo for his shop. What a cool comic book. That one is really neat. Captain Marvel 18. I think this is the issue that he gets like exposed by some kind of energy, either from that guy or someone else, and that he blocks Carol Danvers, so his powers actually get pushed into her body as well, and that's how she becomes Miss Marvel, and that's how he gets cancer. And a few years later, there's the Death of Captain Marvel series that's based on that. So I think that's the issue that does that. X-Men 256. This is the first appearance of this version of Psylocke, or in that outfit. Thor number 1, the first Jane Foster Thor. Thor number 2. I remember how, crazy when that book came out. Everyone was trying to get it. Avengers number 8, the first Black Order, I believe. Batman 89. I think that's the first appearance of Punchline. Sunfire and Big Hero 6 number 3. I don't know if I have the full miniseries, but I remember I was going around trying to get all of them when that first movie came out. Absolutely loved the movie. I hope they do a sequel. Captain America 109. What an awesome classic cover. Love that one. So yeah, it looks like we do have some more Silver Age in here. Thor 132. Actually really happy about that because Silver Age is fun to show you guys. Avengers Annual number 7, an early Thanos appearance. Silk number 1, hip hop variant. Thor number 1 again. People were going crazy for these when this came out. I remember I went to the Forbidden Planet the day it came out, and I couldn't find this version, so I got the blank sketch variant. I was trying to tell people that the first page inside would be this page, but people were kind of upset that one was sold out. I'm like, no, just get the blank one. It's the same thing, but with a blank cover added. Silk number 1. Okay, we have Batman 92. It's the Archer variant. I don't know if it's just a B variant. Really awesome cover. I do like her design. She hasn't really caught on that big yet, but she's just a fun-looking character, and I had 2 copies of that. Do love Archer. New Agents of Atlas number 1. This is a key issue I like to spec on just because I think it'll have value one day. Umbrella Academy, God Save the President number 1. Another copy of that. Avengers 43, first appearance of the Red Guardian. Spider-Woman number 1. Super fun. Avengers 684. I believe, again, this is the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk. This is the, I guess the background version is Mark Brooks, but I think this is Scotty Young blasting through. Not 100% sure, but super cool variant. Really like that one. Umbrella Academy number 2 from the original miniseries. That series probably has a bit of value to it. Fantastic Four number 73. Again, I said last time, but the purpose of showing you guys my key issue boxes is I want to show you guys, I want to do some fun videos, but I also want to get these all sorted because I want to see where I'm at. Like my Fantastic Four books are all mixed into these boxes. Like I want to get them together and see which ones I need to get. Naomi number 2, because I would like to work on that run a bit. Batman 497, that's when Bane breaks Batman's back. Paper Girls number 1, I love that book. That's such a great book. Spider-Man 81, pretty high grade copy. Gorgeous book. Oblivion Song number 1. Strange Tales number 181. Conan number 58. I believe that's the first appearance of Billet. I forget how you say her name, but that's super cool. Mighty Avengers number 67. Pretty high grade. That one's gorgeous. X-Men 100. This one's kind of low grade. Still awesome book. First appearance of Gwen Stacy, but the 5th printing. So it still has a little bit of value, but not as much as the first printing. Cool book. I would like to get all the printings of that if I could. Pokemon Electric Pikachu Boogaloo. I don't know if this one has much value yet, but I really want to pick up all the Pokemon comics because I think these will gain value eventually. Just because, it's early Pokemon stuff. Number 2 of that series. Suicide Squad number 1. Secret Avengers number 30. Is this the first Agent Venom or like related? I forget. Or it might just be just a really cool cover. I kind of forget. Oblivion Song number 1. So I guess I was specking on that a little bit. Icon number 1 out of the bag. Silk number 1. Guess I grabbed a bunch of those. More Icon. Man, these things just over the years, I've been grabbing these out of dollar bins. Icon number 2. Icon number 1. I don't know if it's the same book, different cover, or, I mean, I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that. All I know is I just grab it. If it's $1, I grab it. Avengers number 2. This is a Kang-Ki. Awesome Alex Ross cover. Thor number 1, man, I have a lot of these. Now, I know people are going to ask me for duplicates, but these boxes, I don't really like to sell the duplicates out. These are all for the PC. Another copy of that. Infinity Gauntlet number 2. Another one of my favorite spec books is Monstrous number 1. I just really love the artwork in it. Sleepwalker number 1. That's a fun 90s book. Naomi number 1. That's a fun book. Okay, Free Comic Book Day, Legend of Korra. I forget which one is her first appearance, but I know one of the Free Comic Book Day ones are her first appearance. Hardware number 1, more of the Milestone stuff. Thor number 1, a ton of those. Hardware number 1. So I don't know if these are the same issue, just one is a newsstand and one is a direct. Not 100% sure, I just pick them up when I see them. Avengers, the Terminatrix Objective number 1. This is the first appearance of the Cloud at the end of the time from the Loki show. So for a while there, I was kind of picking those up. I think the values dropped back down to like nothing. Umbrella Academy number 6, the original miniseries. The Umbrella Academy, I think this is, I don't know if this is the original miniseries, but I believe this is either a ratio or just a rare version of it. You know, like a, not the regular cover, but a variant. Umbrella Academy number 2. So I forget if this is the same series or if one predates the other. I don't know. For a while there, I was just picking them up when I found them for $1. Umbrella Academy number 3. Number 4, this is the cover to the 4th issue. That's super fun. Umbrella Academy number 5, when Klaus goes back to the Vietnam War. Super fun. Umbrella Academy number 6. These are super cool. I really like these. Umbrella Academy number 1. This is the miniseries. So I feel like the miniseries and then the other series came after the miniseries. Umbrella Academy number 2. Umbrella Academy number 3. Umbrella Academy number 4. These are actually really, really cool. Really happy to have most of these in my collection. The only one I'm not sure is if I have the Free Comic Book Day one, their first appearance. I feel like I do. I just haven't seen it yet. So far I found 14 of my key issue boxes. I feel like I have another 5 to 10 somewhere. I just haven't found them yet. I've been digging and sorting and looking. Thundercats number 1, awesome key issue. This one's super fun. We have the Good Morty. This is the little teeny mini comic book that came in, I think, the season 1 Blu-ray. And this is technically the first appearance of Rick and Morty in comics. So that's actually got quite a bit of value. I like, when I can find those, I pick them up. I don't want to pay $100 though. I want to get them for free or like $1 or buy the set for $10. Amazing Spider-Man number 66. Awesome Mysterio cover. Love that cover. Such a classic cover. Strange Tales 108. Awesome early superhero book. Or early Silver Age superhero book. Thundercats number 1 again. Awesome key issue. Absolutely love that one. Captain America 122. Captain America 110. Awesome Steranko cover. Absolutely love that one. Such a beautiful book. Avengers 83. I think this is the first appearance of Valkyrie, but it's not Valkyrie. It's like the Enchantress or something hiding as her. Still a cool key issue, though. Thor number 5, the Ghost Rider variant. The Nom number 1. I remember really liking this series as a kid. Strange Tales 163. So back in the day when I was putting these boxes together, I would just put all the Silver Age in them. So the Silver Age is kind of not organized. Here's the other Legend of Korra. So I don't know which one of these is the first appearance in comics. I know one of them is. Oh, this is super cool. Okay, so we have a hardcore number 1, but this is the retailer incentive. It doesn't have a price on it, and it's the gold. These are actually kind of rare. So if you're looking at Valiant stuff, look for these retail incentive ones. And it doesn't have a certificate, but it looks like this one is signed. That doesn't look like Jim Lee's signature, though. So I'm not sure who signed that one. Avengers 684 again. This is, again, the fun variant with the, I think it's Scotty Young blasting through the Mark Brooks cover. Absolutely love that. I think it's such a fun cover. Man-Thing #1. Absolutely love this key issue. I bought one maybe 6 months ago for like $100. I wasn't sure if I had it, but I think I just, over the years, I keep buying it because every time I see it, I just think it's such an awesome cover. I think it's one of my favorite Bronze Age books. Powerpuff Girls #1. I think this is a key issue that'll explode in value eventually. Because Powerpuff Girls has such a nostalgic following. So definitely a book of value. And then this is Double Whammy #1. I think it's around the same time. I couldn't find this one online, so I'm not 100% sure how rare it is. I'm assuming it is because I couldn't find it. Probably has some value. I love picking up that nostalgic stuff that kids grew up on. Uncanny X-Men 131. Deadly Class #1. It's a cool book. A couple copies of that. It's a book I was probably just specking on. Another Icon #1. Another Avengers #2, the Kang key. I forget exactly what the key is. I just know it has some value. Justice League Dark #1. Love that cover. Such a cool cover. All New Wolverine #1, the hip hop cover. That one has a little bit of value. Punisher #1 from the ongoing series. America #12. Really awesome book. Love that one. Nova #1. Great book. Saga #1. This is one of my favorite key issues. I think I have 3 or 4 of them in my collection. I just pick them up every time I find them, if I can get them for a good price. She-Hulk #1. That one I also have multiples in my collection. Phoenix Resurrection. Was it #4? Absolutely love this cover. I think it's such a beautiful, beautiful cover. I think it's a ratio. I think it's a 1 in 25, but not 100% sure. Ooh, okay. I see G.I. Joe #1. Okay, this is one of my all-time favorite books. I just love buying this book when I can find it cheap. So I probably have 5 to 10 in my collection. X-Men 130. This one's definitely jumping in value. I don't know if I have a high-grade one. I know I have multiple copies. I hope I have a high-grade one before the price goes too crazy. Love that book, though. Such a great book. And my wife is a huge Taylor Swift fan, so I kind of want to make sure I have one for her. Savage Shores #1. This is a Tomb of Dracula #1 homage. I think this is actually like a $50 to $60 book. Really, really cool book. Love that one. And Savage Shores issue 4. Really, really cool looking book. Captain America #101. What a beautiful cover. Absolutely love that. Umbrella Academy #5. Another awesome book. Masters of the Universe #1. I do really like these 80s toy-related books, just because that's what I grew up on, so I'm very nostalgic for it. Amazing Spider-Man #74. Pretty high-grade copy. Beautiful. I love seeing Silver Age books that are in at least like a 7 or 8. It's just fun to get them in the higher grade like that. Umbrella Academy #6. Another awesome book. Edge of Spider-Verse #5. This is the first appearance of Penny Parker. I think this one definitely has some value to it. Really, really fun key issue. Edge of Spider-Verse #1. Awesome Spider-Man Noir cover. Love that one. Marvel .1 #1. The variant edition. I believe this is the first appearance of one of the Nova characters. So that one has a little bit of value. Grimm's Fairy Tale #1. Which, I have a double bag. So this is the Dynamic Forces limited to 500, I believe. Yeah, limited to 500 copies. So this is the rarest version of Grimm's Fairy Tale #1. So just a really fun version to have because of its rarity. And finally, we have Action Comics #237. A nice 10-cent Superman comic. That is super cool. Okay, let's see what we got in this box of key issues. We have Amazing Spider-Man #51. Second appearance of Kingpin. Awesome book. Very awesome. I don't know what this box is going to be. Okay. The first appearance of Archangel, I believe. So we have some Copper Age keys. X Factor #5. First cameo of Apocalypse. It looks like this one has a little bit of a stain. So Copper. Okay. Second print, first appearance of Cable. That's very neat. Amazing Spider-Man #55. I do love Silver Age Spider-Man books. They're super fun to collect. Werewolf by Night #2. Awesome. I love Bronze Age horror stuff, so that's super cool. Okay, let's see what we got. Marvel Spotlight #7. Since 5 is Ghost Rider's first appearance, I'm assuming that's his third appearance, right? 5, 6, 7. Super cool book. Love it. Love the Bronze Age stuff. Defenders number 4. I believe this is when Valkyrie joins the Defenders. A little bit of a lower grade on that one, but I do love that book a lot. Defenders number 5. Dark Avengers number 1. This awesome autograph cover. It looks like a New York Comic Con Midtown Comics exclusive. Transformers number 12. This is a Comic Con exclusive. Don't know what it's worth. I mean, I didn't look it up recently, but I know that's kind of a rare book. Giant Size X-Men number 1 variant. Super awesome variant. So this box might actually end up having a lot of these kind of rarer variants from the early 2010s. Astonishing Tales number 6. Awesome Doctor Doom cover. Witching Hour number 1. This is my lower grade copy. I love this book. Such a great book. Awesome cover. Wonder Woman 207. Bondage cover. Miss Marvel number 20 when she gets the Warbird outfit. Oh, that's cool. Arthur Adams Wolverine Sideways variant. That is a really neat book. Love that one. I like getting the earlier, like 2006 to 2012 variants, because those I think were a little bit more special back then. Now it feels like everyone has an exclusive variant. There's like 38 covers a comic. Back then you occasionally get like a little treat like that. Alpha Flight 16. I think that's the first cameo of the Big Hero 6. Rocket Raccoon number 1. Really fun miniseries. Amazing Spider-Man 136. This is when Harry becomes the Green Goblin. Daredevil 181. This is, I think this is the issue Elektra dies in. If you saw, I did a video years ago where I got like 8 of these in really high grade for like 50 cents a piece in a random eBay lot. Eternals number 1. Harley and Ivy number 1. Love the covers on these. These beautiful Bruce Timm covers. Absolutely love that. Zap Comics number 1. $2.50 cover price, so it's probably like a 12th printing or something. Still a fun book, though. Do love that book. Wolverine 155, the Deadpool issue. Scalp number 1. This one is signed by Jason Aaron, maybe? I'm guessing. That was a big spec book years ago. Thor 150, awesome hella cover. Really love that one. Tales of Suspense number 98. Really fun Cap versus Black Panther cover. Love that one. Okay, we got some Silver Age. Oh, Astonishing Tales 25, first appearance of Deathlock. That's a key that I really enjoy. I love the cover on that one. Not like the biggest Deathlock fan. I just like that book. Anytime I can find it cheap, I like picking it up. Spider-Man number 1, still in its bag. This is the Miles issue. I think that has quite a bit of value. Fall of the Hulks, Hulk 21, a really awesome, I think it's an Arthur Adams cover. Maybe a Frank Cho cover. Yeah, maybe it's Frank Cho. I don't see the signature, but it's a beautiful cover. Transformers, New Dimensions Comics exclusive. I wonder if any of these are going up. Since that recent Void Rivals issues are kind of like exploding in value, I wonder if some of this stuff is going up. Uncanny X-Men 524. Really beautiful David Finch variant. Fall of the Hulks 5608. Yeah, I see Frank Cho. Oh, this must connect to that other one. Definitely. Let me get these out. Yeah, I think these two go together. So yeah, definitely Frank Cho. Let's see if I can get it together. Really, really awesome, set that goes together. Awesome books. Absolutely love those. DC Comics presents 27. The Crow number 4. I would love to complete this set. I think this is the only issue I have. I found it cheap, but I've been looking for years to complete the set out of dollar bins. One day I'll find the rest. Avengers number 37. Pretty decent shape. A little bit yellow, but I don't see many spine ticks. Probably like a 8 something. 8.5. Maybe 1 tick right there. Beautiful book. Really, really love it. Avengers 223. The fun Hawkeye shooting Ant-Man cover. Love that one. Fantastic Four 59, really fun Black Bolt cover. Love that one. Avengers number 30. I do love earlier, the lower the numbers on the Marvel stuff, the better. It's just so much fun to collect this kind of rare, older stuff. Uncanny X-Men 475, a sketch variant. So there's at one point where I bought a collection from a guy that had just all these really expensive ratio variants from the early 2010s. Really fun collection because you don't really see this stuff that often. Avengers number 75, really fun Quicksilver cover. Amazing Adventures number 14. I really, really, really like this series that has the furry beast. So I pick them up when I can find them cheap. Amazing Spider-Man 601, really awesome J. Scott Campbell cover. Uncanny X-Men number 475. This one is signed by Billy Tan, I think. Yeah, it's a Dynamic Forces one. I do like getting Dynamic Forces comics that are signed like this when I can. Super cool. Uncanny. You know why it's super cool? Because this was signed when the issue came out. That's what I like about it. It's like the issue comes out, so it's contemporary to the issue. And it's not something that got signed years later. Uncanny X-Men number 500, the Dynamic Forces issue. That one is limited to 4,000 copies. So that's super cool. Batman Incorporated number 1. I think this is second print or the B variant. Not 100% sure. Wolverine Origins number 10. Really fun. Sude cover. Is that how you say their name? Really awesome cover. Love that one. Deadpool number 1. Really cool cover. Spectacular Spider-Man number 233. Really awesome Carnage cover. Marvel Comics presents number 3, early Guardians of the Galaxy appearance. I didn't realize I had a copy of this. I just bought one a couple months ago, but I had one already tucked away. So it's super fun. When I dig through this box a couple days ago and I saw it, I was like, oh man, I had one already. So we have Bloodstone number 1, first appearance of Elsa Bloodstone. I really liked the Halloween special, so I was like extra wanted that issue. So that's super cool. So I have 2 now. Hawkeye number 1, the Matt Faction series. That's a cool key issue. Vengeance number 1. This is the first appearance of America Chavez. Those are ones I used to pick up a ton of for cheap. Legends number 3, the first appearance of the Suicide Squad. Marvel Team Up number 3, a fun Morbius cover. Wolverine Annual 99. Wolverine versus Deadpool. That one's probably going up in value, I would assume. Marvel Team Up number 4 with the X-Men. Love that. Civil War number 1. Commandy number 1. This is just one of my favorite bronze books. Absolutely love that key issue. Batgirl and Supergirl number 14. Really awesome Artgerm cover. Absolutely. That's one of my favorite Artgerm covers. Absolutely love it. Wolverine 67. I think this is a connecting cover. And just all these Old Man Logan comics. I absolutely love this series. This was a series that my friend Sean kept telling me to read. And when I finally read it, I just fell in love with it. So one of my all-time favorite stories. Jungle Action number 7. That's an awesome issue. Jungle Action number 6. Low-grade copy, but it's the first appearance of Killmonger. So still very cool to have. Marvel feature number 4. I think this is when Ant-Man starts in the series. Beware the Cat number 2. Really fun Patsy Walker issue. Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. Bronze Age key is fun. Ninja Turtles number 1, the variant. I wonder if this has any value at the moment. I bet that's gone up in value. And then I think this is number 2, or is this number 1 again? This might be number 2. Super cool. And we have another number 1 variant. So that's fun. Chippendales Rescue Rangers number 6. I like, any of these like cartoony books. I really like collecting those. So yeah, this box is very incentive heavy. This is all incentives from like the early 2010s. Action Comics number 900. That's a really awesome cover. Love that. Batman number 1, the B variant. So this is kind of the rare version from the New 52. Jonah Hex number 1. That's a really fun key issue. What do I have in the side here? I got one side Oh, it looks like a Golden Age book. I can't really fit Golden Age books in these shorter boxes, so these I have to put sideways. I probably should switch to one of the other boxes. That's super cool, though. Lois Lane, number 16. Do want to finish working on that set when I can. Action Comics number 1. I don't know if it's a ratio or just the B variant. Batman 613, a really awesome Harley cover. Absolutely love that issue. Batman 713. This is towards the end of the run before the New 52 started, so these are a little bit lower print. Okay, this is my earliest printing. I believe a Zap number 0. 35¢. You have to look at the spine or something to tell exact printing. I think it's a 3rd or 4th print, something like that. But still, very early printing on this. I love picking these up when I can find them. X-Men number 20, the variant cover. Beautiful cover. Another one of these Action 900s. So I guess I kept a couple of those. Transformers. Not sure which variant this is, but super, super cool looking comic. Another Transformer. Maybe a ratio variant. I'm going to guess just from the pricing. It's probably a 1 in 25. That is neat. Another Transformer variant. These I just have not looked up in 10 years. So I don't know the exact value or anything on them. I just know that they're probably a little bit rarer. So there's a chance they have value. And I love the Transformers. So it's really, really cool to get these fun incentives that you probably just don't see. I mean, how many YouTube channels do you see having those? Probably not very many. Fear Itself, book 4. They had $50 on this. So I bet that's a 1 in 50. Really, really cool ratio. Justice League number 1 from the New 52. Love the cover on that. Let's see. X-Men. Was it number 1? Is that a Frank Cho variant? It feels like Frank Cho to me. Very awesome cover. Love that. This looks like an Arthur Adams variant. So New Mutants number 15, Arthur Adams variant. Beautiful cover. Swamp Thing number 50. I believe this is the first appearance of the Justice League Dark. So that's a super cool key to me. Wolverine number 1 variant. That's a really cool cover. X-Force 28, David Finch variant. Beautiful cover. Really gorgeous covers. Sabretooth or Origins number 1. Age of X Alpha number 1. Not sure the artist off the top of my head, but pretty fun cover. Let's see what we got. We got Amazing Spider-Man 666, the Midtown Comics exclusive. And let's see, this is a different version, a different Midtown Comics exclusive. This must have been one where they just changed to different shops, like one of the earlier variants when they did that. The Adam Hughes sketch, I believe. Really awesome Power Girl cover. Ultimate X-Men number 1. Arthur Adams variant. I think this is the first appearance of... I forget which character, but this one I'm not as familiar with, so I'm assuming this one actually has quite a bit of value. I think it's this character, Wolverine's son? Or just a Wolverine clone or something. So this is Ultimate X number 1. So this is, I think, just the regular issue. Yeah, I think this is just the A cover. So this one you just don't see that often. So I gotta look that up. I wonder if that has any value. Batman number 1, the New 52. No, Batman number 2, I think, New 52. But the incentive cover, that is really neat. Okay, Justice League number 1 from the New 52. This one was signed by Jeff Johns and Jim Lee. Super neat. It's fun when you can get signed stuff that you actually have a date and time and the certificate. So I prefer those certificates than just some kind of the more generic ones. Okay, more Transformer variants. Really don't know if any of these have value, but I'm assuming some of them do, just for rarity. Ultimatum number 1, the variant edition. Really awesome cover. Love that cover. Uncanny X-Men 505 variant. Very cool. X Infernus number 1 variant edition. J. Scott Campbell. That's probably a ratio, so that probably has some value now. Avengers vs. X-Men number... I guess it's number 1, Scotty Young cover. It's a Midtown Comics exclusive. That's probably a rare Scotty Young cover. That's awesome. Sorry I don't have any information. A lot of stuff I just have not looked up in 10 years. So... just because they're rarity, I'm assuming some of it has a lot of value. Some of it, maybe not. Still amazing comic books you just don't see every day. Hulk number 13, this really awesome Deadpool cover. Batman 497. Bane breaks Batman's back. Guardians of the Galaxy #1. This is a book that just, to me, was just like nothing until the movies came out. Longest time, just like, whatever. Dollar bin book. Amazing Adventures #15. Furry Beast again. I love the Furry Beast issues. Beware the Cat #2. This one is a higher grade. From the first. It's not like a high grade. It's probably mid grade, but it's higher than the other one that I had. This is super cool. Undervalued book, I think. So this is Fables #1, the A cover. I think it has a bit of a crease right there, but still, I'm just happy to have that. I do like Fables. Avengers 46. This one looks to be in pretty decent shape. It is a bit yellowed, but I don't see too much creasing on it. That's what I like. I like seeing this Silver Age stuff in at least a 5 or 6 condition. It just looks beautiful to me. Because a lot of the ones you see are just destroyed. Avengers 48, first appearance of the Black Knight. It looks like there's a couple stains that need to be cleaned on there. But other than that, it looks to be in pretty good shape. Let's see. Uncanny X-Men #500. A gorgeous Terry Dodson cover. Beautiful cover. Love that one. X-Men 188 variant edition. That is neat. I think this person I got from just bought every single variant he found every time they come out. Avengers vs. X-Men #2. I think this is a ratio, maybe a 1 in 50. Not 100% sure, but super cool comic. Civil War #1. Amazing Michael Turner cover. Love that. That is super cool. East of West #1. A little bit of a spec book there. Batman 408. I'm drawing a blank why I would have that in there. I'm not sure if that's a key issue or not. Batman 428, A Death in the Family. That was a big thing back in the day when it came out. Number 427, another Death in the Family issue. I remember these in the early 2000s. I would get them. I actually got a stack of 20 of each, and I couldn't sell them for $1. I was trying to sell the set of 4 for like $5. Deadpool #3 in the miniseries. It's just crazy how different the market, is. 10 years later, markets can be so different in this kind of stuff. Catwoman 45, awesome Adam Hughes cover. The Sentry #1, the Comic-Con exclusive. I forget if that's his first appearance or not, but I think that's a book that's gaining value. Gotham Girls #5. This is one I pick up every time any of this series, I pick them up when I find them in a dollar bin. Lady Mechanica #2. Absolutely love the cover in this series. I think it's gorgeous. Deadpool miniseries #1. I think these have a bit of value. I just see them so often, I don't get that excited for them. #2. What's a box without a first appearance of Miles Morales? I got another one of these. I'm not sure total. First prints, I think I have 5 to 10. Second prints, I have like 8, I think. And then the white cover, whichever print that was, I think I have 2 of those. Eternals #1. I think at one point I sorted out my Eternals and I sold off all the duplicates except for #1. I just kept them all. So I think I have like 4 or 5 of those. Another one of these awesome Adam Hughes Catwoman covers. Do love the Adam Hughes run on that line. Action Comics 775. First appearance of the Justice League Elite. First appearance of Cajun Black. Is that his name? So that's a cool cover. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #2. Not sure what printing this is. I grab these out of dollar bins. Any from this series, when I see them, I just grab them. Deadpool miniseries #4. Batman 638. Really fun. I think this is when Red Hood reveals his identity to Batman. I think. Could be wrong. Really cool cover, though. Absolutely love that cover. Batman 686. I forget the reason why I kept that. Batman 635. I forget why I kept this too, but I know this is just a, I think it's a Red Hood key. I'm drawing a blank on some of these modern Batmans. I know all these are keys, I think. I could be wrong, though. Batman 663, or they just might have accidentally made their way into some of these boxes. Batman 497. Bane breaks Batman's back. And Batman 612. Awesome Jim Lee cover. Okay, that box is really fun to dig through. We got a lot of kind of rare, obscure variants that you just don't see that often. And, this might be the only time you've ever seen some of this stuff. But that box is a lot of fun for me. Not as many older key issues, but super, super fun. All right, let's see what's in this box. Not sure if it's older stuff or modern stuff. Really fun early Bullseye appearance. Daredevil 141. Journey into Mystery 116. I really would love to work on this early Thor run. Not sure how much I have, but when I'm done going through all these comics, I should have it more figured out. X-Men 205, first appearance, Hope Summers. This is the J. Scott Campbell variant. Very cool book. Do love that one a lot. Okay, next we have, Akira 37. One of the last issues of Akira. These are actually quite pricey. They're kind of hard to get. Tales the Astonished 96. Okay, this is fun. There's a lot more Silver Age in this box than I thought there would be. Deadpool number 7, the hip hop variant. That's super cool. Not Brand Eck number 2, low grade, but still fun to have. Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 2. Super fun. Do like the Bronze Age stuff a ton. I just like old books. Oh, this is my friend Chuck's comic that he made. It's not a key issue or anything. It's just a personal key issue. Boris Belly number 1. That's fine. I didn't realize I was in there. Sleepwalker number 1. Kind of a bit of a spec book. First Wave number 1. This is a promo comic. Don't know why I have that in there. Maybe it's worth something. I just don't remember. The regular First Wave number 1. I'm not sure why I have these in there. They must have been worth something at some point. Really awesome cover though. Love that cover. Harbinger 0. This is the pink version of this is the ones that actually worth something. This one's not worth that much. The Wiccan, the Divine number 6. I think it was number 1, but number 6. Don't know why I have that in there. So it looks like I just had some other random stuff kind of mixed in this box. Captain Marvel 17. Silk number 1. Doctor Strange 180. Doctor Strange 182. Tales of Suspense 92. Aquaman 7. I gotta get this mixed into my Aquaman run. I gotta figure out what I still need for that run. New Gods number 6. Forget if there's a first appearance in that one or not. Tales of Astonished 93. You guys can always give me some key information if I don't mention it. Tales of Suspense number 90. I do have to work on these as well. I gotta see what I need. Number 89. This is fun because it's a girder cover. As a kid, I always say this. I love drawing girders as a kid and watching buildings get built. So when I see a girder cover, I love it. I really need to just put a collection of girder covers together. Tales of Suspense number 99. That's a pretty awesome cover. Not Brand Eck 3. So what this box feels like is just kind of a Silver Age catch-all. Not technically a key issue box, but a lot of just fun Silver Age stuff. Not Brand Eck number 4, which is fine. I mean, that's kind of what I'm looking for at the moment. Fantasy Masterpiece number 2, kind of a lower grade, but I think I have a higher grade with that. Forever People number 6. I do love grabbing Forever People whenever I see them. Tales of Suspense 86. Silver Age Rocks. Thor number 145. NYX number 5. Another one of these first waves. I wonder, this must have been a spec book at some point. Not sure why I have multiples in the box. Justice League of America number 6. Awesome Adam Hughes cover. Gatecrasher number 1. I don't think this book has any value, but this one is signed by Mark Waid, Amanda Connor, and Jimmy Palmiotti. So that's like just super cool sign book. And this is just like an older Midtown, so this must have been, a while ago. Awesome book. Really happy to have that, actually. Avengers number 10, first appearance of Rogue. Absolutely love that key issue. That's one I'll pick up every time I see it cheap. Deadpool vs. Carnage number 4. Fun cover. Avengers vs. X-Men variant. J. Scott Campbell artwork. Moon Knight number 21. A Venom cover. That's actually really, Sudang. I do like the artwork they do. Another Sudang cover. Moon Knight number 22. Beautiful cover. Here we go. The Max number 18. Now, people yell at me for not buying Darker Image number 1. That book I don't care about, just because it's so common, so easy to get. But these higher number Max, like after, I forget which issue, I think it's number 15 or so. These you just never see. You just don't see them. So when I see them for like a buck or two, I pick them up. So Max 18. Really happy to have that. Tales of Astonished number 90. First appearance of, I want to say Akuma? I forget. First appearance of that guy. Atuma? I forget. X-Force number 1, the variant edition. House of Mystery 180. I believe. Is this the first Bernie Wrightson artwork in comics? I forget. I think that's a key issue. Ultimate X-Men #1, awesome Frank Cho cover. It's weird how it's folded. Is that, I gotta pull that open. That looks really weird to me. I guess it's like gatefold cover, but the gatefold just looks weird that it's a gatefold cover. It's actually quite a cool cover. Frank Cho cover. But when it's folded, it just, this giant strip right there just looks so weird. Oh, and the back cover. Oh, it's a 4-piece fight. Oh, it's a big mega gatefold. Well, I can't even show you. It folds out like 6 times. Okay, I guess it's okay to be kind of odd just because of how cool that issue is. Really hard to display or enjoy, though. Like, I like the idea of gatefold covers, but at the same time, like, you can't put that out. You can't display that. You open it up, you look at it, you enjoy it, but then you're very, like, you're worried you're damaging it as you open it up. Super awesome, but super weird cover. Hulk 377, first Professor Hulk. Ultimate Spider-Man #1, the free comic book day version. I'm not sure if that version has much value, but it's in there. Firestorm 5. Don't know why I have that in there, unless that's a key issue. I forget. Justice League America #47. Walking Dead 74, first appearance of Gabriel. That should be in my Walking Dead box. Tales of Suspense #54. Wonder Woman 207, the bondage cover. Uncanny Avengers #1, Deadpool variant. Marvel feature Ant-Man #5. Avengers vs. X-Men J. Scott Campbell variant. There's like 3 or 4 different variants of that cover. Forever People #3. Wolverine 88, the Deadpool cover. That one I think is going up because it's, the 2 of them together. Captain Marvel 13. I don't think that issue has any value at the moment. Not more than like $3 or $4. Avengers vs. X-Men #8. Again, they have all these different versions where different characters are colored. So I do like to try to collect them all. Avengers vs. X-Men #10. Avengers vs. X-Men #7. So those are all variants. Action Comics 346. Awesome Supergirl cover. Love that. A-Force #1. Scotty Young. Awesome cover. A-Force #1. The blank variant. Here's another one. The Max 29. Again, these high number maxes after issue 15 or so, you just don't see them. So I'm really happy to have that. Batman The Dark Knight Rises, book 4. Oh, I love this one. We got The Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love #1. This one has a few faults to it, but it's a nice enough condition that I really enjoy it. Kind of an expensive book, too. Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love #2, another awesome book. Absolutely love those. Thor 189, a fun hella cover. That one is super cool. Avengers 59, the first appearance of Yellow Jacket. Nice little key issue. Tales of Suspense #91. I do love the Silver Age Marvel stuff a ton. Thor 142. Zap #1. This is, I don't know, 6th or 7th printing. It's $2.50 cover price, so I know it's a more modern version of it. Zap Comics #2. But I do, every time I see these for relatively cheap, I pick them up. I don't care what the printing is. I mean, it's fun to get the first printing. If I get the first printing for $1, I've scored. But if I can get, the 7th printing for $1, it's still a good price. Detective Comics 408. Really awesome cover. Love that one. Marvel Spotlight #6. So is that the second appearance of Ghost Rider? That's probably actually worth more than off the top of my head, I don't think it's worth that much, but it's probably worth more than I think. Johan Vasquez Squee #1. That's super cool. I like to grab all his stuff when I see it. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #7. Oh, I love this cover. So we have DC Special #3. This is just a beautiful, beautiful cover. Absolutely love that one. East of West #1. A little bit of a spec book there. Tales of Astonish #91. Awesome Silver Age stuff. Avengers 83, first appearance of the Liberators. Sort of the first appearance of Valkyrie, but it's Enchantress dressed as her. Cool key issue. I have a higher grade one, but it's fun to have a low grade one to read. Fantastic Four 35, pretty decent condition. Beautiful Fantastic Four book. Cull the Conqueror #1. I do like these Bronze Age #1s when I can get them cheap. Power Warlock #1, low grade, but still fun to have. Sometimes, like if you don't have a huge budget, you can get a grail or a key issue. This one, high grade, hundreds of dollars. And low grade, maybe $5 or less. So you can buy a grail or a key issue in lowest grade, but it's complete so you can read it. for the price of a new comic book. I honestly, if you want these to read them, buy a low grade like this. You can actually still enjoy them. It doesn't have to be about how much it's worth or how much it will be worth. Or like in this case, Avengers number 67. This one is cut up, so it's missing 2 pieces. But you could probably get this for $1 or $2, right? And now you have a cool Bronze Age or Silver Age Avengers book that you can read for $1 or $2. Love it. Love stuff like that. Tales of Astonish number 98. I just love that this is like an all blue underwater cover. Gorgeous cover. Absolutely love that one. DC Comics presents number 1. Really cool first issue. Thor 164. More Silver Age Marvel stuff, which I absolutely love. Strange Tales 155. This one looks to be in pretty decent shape. Awesome cover. Thor 158. Love that stuff. Ultimate Spider-Man number 93. Deadpool cover. I don't know if it's worth a ton, but you know, Deadpool stuff is in demand right now. Secret Origins number 5. Just a really fun cover. All new, all different Avengers number 2. It's a variant of some sort. I don't know if it's a ratio or whatnot, but I think it's a little bit of a rare cover. Wolverine 80. I don't even know why I have this in here. Is this... Someone tell me if that's a key issue. I really don't know if it's in there for any specific reason. Deadpool vs. Carnage number 3. Just a really fun cover. Siege number 2. Another fun variant. Love that. Thrill Killer Batman and Robin, or Batgirl and Robin. I believe this is our first appearance of one of these Elseworld characters. I just forget who. All right, this is probably the lowest grade comic I have in my collection. It's a Spider-Man 29. It is just wrinkled up. It is destroyed. I feel like this is a book I'm going to practice pressing and restoration one day, just because of how low it is. I feel like with a proper pressing, maybe a little bit of an aqueous bath to treat it a little bit, you might be able to make this look like a really presentable 0.5. Right now, though, it's destroyed. I think it's complete, though. And if you want to read this issue for like $1 or $2, you could probably pick that up. And then another Amazing Spider-Man in probably even lower grade, number 30, I guess. Again, like, pick it up for $1 just to read it and enjoy it. And then maybe you can press it, make it look a little better. Maybe you can print out the cover and just put the printout behind it so that the missing parts you can kind of see showing through. So it kind of makes it more presentable. A book like this is fun to have because it's a project that you can, do something with and make it into a really presentable book. Zap Comics number 2. All right, so this is a lower print. I don't think it's a first print. I think it's a second print, but it's a 50-cent cover price. So the lower the price, basically, the older it is. The other reprint I had was $2.95. That's like a modern one, probably in the last 10, 15 years. This is the one that came out in the 70s. So super cool. Infinity Gauntlet number 3. Freak Brothers number 3, I believe. And I think this is a 3rd print or 4th print or 5th print. I forget. It's $1 price. So it's later 70s, like 78, 79. Giant Size Avengers number 1. Really fun cover. Love that. Harley Quinn number 2. That's a cool issue. Wolverine 70. Any of these Old Man Logan books, I pick these up all the time, or I used to, just because I love the storyline so much. It's one of my all-time favorite storylines. Infinity Gauntlet number 5. Infinity Gauntlet number 2. Long Shot number 1. Such an underrated key issue. Absolutely love it. It's the first Arthur Adams work in comics, and it's the first appearance of Long Shot. So it's like, to me, personally, since Arthur Adams is my all-time favorite artist, this is like a major key to me. Even though it's not in that condition, it might be $10. But for me, this whole miniseries is such an underrated series. Long Shot number 2. Beautiful cover, too. Look how gorgeous that cover is. Long Shot number 3. Again, love the covers. A couple copies of that. I actually bought some of these from Street St. Anthony. I put them in my shop for like $6 to $10 each. And I almost regret it. I almost want to grab them. Just because I love this book so much. But I have 3 to 5 copies of every issue. So it's not something that I really need to hold on to more, except maybe it's a good spec book just because it's still really undervalued. And if Long Shot shows up in an MCU project, it will be worth more. People will start paying for it. Infinity Gauntlet number 3. Avengers First X-Men round 7. Long Shot number 6. Oh man, I do really love these Long Shot books. Long Shot number 6 again. 2 copies of that. Kung Fu Fighter number 5. This is the first appearance of Lady Shiva. So super cool. Lower grade, but I'm still happy to have it. Sometimes it's nice just to have the books if you can't afford them at full price. X-Men 110. Just love all these early new X-Men books. Avengers number 44 looks to be in pretty decent shape. Do love my Silver Age Marvel stuff. Infinity Gauntlet number 6. Fun Nebula cover. Wolverine number 88. So Wolverine Deadpool cover. Oh, and then this is the Shaolin Cowboy trade paperback from the Burly Man series. This was very low print run. So I think this is like an $80 to $100 book now. This is one that will be really hard to pick up. So if you see it, pick it up. You know, if you see it for $10, pick it up. Super rare book. Okay, that was a super fun box to go through with a lot of Silver Age, like run filler. But for me, a Silver Age book usually just goes into my key issue box kind of mentality. Because it's hard to find those cheap. It's hard to find them at all. And when you do find them, they're usually pretty expensive. All right, let's open up that box. Let's see what we've got. What I like about each box is it's a little bit of a mystery. I don't have it really organized. I liked keeping it kind of random. So that anytime I would open it up, it'd be kind of fun to go through them. Okay, we have Night Nurse number 4. Lowest grade. I think this is my only Night Nurse book. I would like to get this full run, though. This is a very hard run to get from the Bronze Age. Very low print run on that, I believe. Something's Killing the Children number 1. The foil reprint. Super fun comic. Let's see what we got. We got Fantastic Four number 65. I always forget if this is the first Ronin or is this like the second. It does look like I have a big spine split on that, though. So kind of low-ish grade, but presents well. Secret Avengers number 23. Is this the first Agent Venom? Last time I think I was a little confused because I think there was another Secret Avengers I thought might have been the issue. But I'm pretty sure that's the one. Marvel 1.1. So I believe this is the first appearance of Kamala Khan in costume. I don't know if it's our first full appearance or... Like, it's so confusing. I know Captain Marvel 14 is her first cameo. 17 is, like, her first full appearance, I want to say. Or this might be her first full appearance, and 17 is, like, first in costume cameo. It's so confusing. I'm just happy to have it. Okay, we got Young Avengers number 1, the director's cut. This is the first appearance of, like, half these characters. So, a pretty fun key issue. I'm not sure why I have this in the top loader, but this is Avengers 12. This is Tony Stark gets the Infinity Gauntlet. I guess the value peaked probably when I put this box together, but the value's back down. It's like a $10 book now. For a while there, it must have hit like 50 to 100. And I have another copy. That's so funny. I put top loaders on those. Maybe I should probably switch those out. All right, let me do a couple of these side books. We have Batman 163, a fun Silver Age Joker cover. Love that. That is awesome. We have Batman 138, kind of a nice condition looking 10-cent Batman. That's amazing. I would like to work on my earlier Batman run a lot more. Batman 208. Really fun cover that homages back to older issues. I really like that. Detective Comics 310, a really awesome Batmite cover. I would like to get his first appearance, Batmite, and just more of the early Silver Age appearances of him. Awesome comic. Absolutely love that one. We have, this is fun. Old Pulp. I would like to collect more of these. They're all in such bad shape. So it's kind of hard to, like, if it's in decent shape, it's hundreds of dollars, that kind of thing. But I love these old sci-fi covers. I think this is just a beautiful looking book. I probably paid like $10 for it. Journey into Mystery number 106. Kind of low grade, but still fun to have. I do like collecting older Silver Age Marvel stuff, so the more of this stuff I can get, the better. Avengers number 7. This one's really low grade, and I think the pages are really browned. It must have been dunked in water or something at some point, but it's still Avengers number 7, so it's a pretty cool book, and I got it really, really cheap. Next, we have Journey into Mystery number 116, another awesome earlier Thor issue. Love that. Hawkeye 1. As when we go through my collection, it's going to be a lot of deja vu because there's a lot of times where there'll be a book like this that I really like that I'll end up just grabbing tons of them. And most of them I probably only picked up for $1 or $2. You know, like this kind of stuff, I would spec on. I'd be like, that's a cool book. Let me grab it. Let me grab a couple of them, that kind of thing. Avengers Annual number 7. Awesome early Thanos appearance. Captain Marvel 17. So I think... Is this the first full Kamala Khan or first Kamala Khan? I'm always confused as to which one is which. And I've been confused for what, like 12 years or whenever this came out. I still, just pick them all up. That's the best part. If you're not sure which is which, just buy them all. Amazing Spider-Man number 36, the all black cover. That was a 9/11 tribute issue. I got a couple of these. I think, one's a newsstand, one's a direct. So I have one of each. Airboy number 5, awesome Dave Stevens cover. This is one of his best covers. This is a key issue. I can't find myself selling it because every time I get it, I'm just like, that's a gorgeous issue, and I end up keeping it. Micronauts number 8. I think this is the first appearance of Captain Universe. That's a really fun key. That's one you could probably find in a dollar bin. It's kind of like unknown or more obscure. Tales of Suspense 75. Is this the first... Is it the first Peggy Carter or the first Sharon Carter? One of those women are there. New Avengers number 7. This is the first appearance of the Illuminati. This really spiked during the Doctor Strange movie. Let's see. Rick and Morty number 1. I think this is the second print. I'm still looking for a first print. I should probably just grab one because even if it's 100, 150, that's probably going to be a steal in 10 years. 10 years, that issue is going to be expensive. Shogun Warriors number 1. Absolutely love that book. That's a great key issue. The Terminatrix Object Avengers. Another copy of this. I showed one a couple videos ago. I probably overpaid on it. Because this is the cloud at the end of time for the Loki show. And I was like, I love that show so much. I was buying the keys. But at the time, they were like 15 to 20 bucks. It's probably back down to $5. So that's one loss. Not everything is it like this. I paid maybe 50 cents. That I overpaid. Marvel Tales number 1, first appearance of Spider-Ham. This is one of my favorite key issues. I love picking that one up when I see it. Another one of these. We don't need to talk about it. Just gonna hold on to it. It's still a cool book. That's the cool thing. When you buy books that you like, it doesn't really matter where the price goes. It just, one day I might have to sell it. I just wish it was worth more than I paid. But you know what? It's okay because I still like having it. Hardware number 1. Always pick up. I had a lot of those in the last box. Grendel number 1, the first appearance of the female Grendel. Love that key. That's a cool key issue. That one spiked when they're going to do a show, but then they canceled the show. I kind of still hope they do a Grendel show. ROM 32. I believe this is the third appearance of Rogue. Rogue is one of my favorite X-Men. So I just like, and I'm a big fan of Mystique and just a cool key issue. I like, I got 3 of these. Hoard onto those. Micronauts number 8. Another one of these first appearance of Captain Universe. Truth. This is first appearance of, is it Isaiah Bradley, I believe? I forget the character's name, but it's the Black Captain America. So this is the 4th issue. So number 1's his first appearance. This did spike during the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. ROM number 31. So this is the 2nd appearance of Rogue. Absolutely love that issue. Secret Wars book 2 of 5. This is the, I don't know if it's like a promo version, but this is the first appearance of Quake, I believe. New X-Men 108. This is the first appearance of Phantomax, I think. I forget. Someone could correct me. I know it's the first appearance of someone. Oh, and this was a subscription copy, which is kind of fun. Like, the book itself is no different, but it had the label that was shipped with it. I thought that was kind of neat. Adds a little provenance to the book. Okay, we got 52, week 7. This is the first Kate Kane who becomes Batwoman. ROM 31 again. Love that. Micronauts number 1. Love that issue too. This guy is such a cool looking character. Very fun comic book. And then I have 2 copies of that. Truth number 2. So that's that same series. Truth number 7. I used to pick these up just because I thought the covers looked really cool. I didn't realize it was like a key issue. But as soon as it became key issues, the values really jumped on those. All right, all new Wolverine number 1. A really awesome hip hop cover. Love that one. Miracle Man number 15. This is a very low print run. So this one's been kind of valuable for a long time. So this is the one, if you see it, pick it up because it's worth probably like $100. Journey into Mystery number 117. Another awesome early Thor. I have a lot more of these than I thought, which is awesome because once I put them all together, figure out what I need, I probably don't need as many as I think I do. I probably need just the really expensive earlier ones. Age of Ultron book, was this book 10? I forget. I know one of these is the first appearance of Angela in the Marvel Universe. I don't know if it's 8, 9, or 10. I think it's 10. So that might actually be the first appearance of her. She originally appeared in Spawn number 9. There's a whole legal case where the rights went back to the original creator and all that. Because of that, the creators sold them to Marvel. So I believe that's the first appearance of Angela in the Marvel Universe. Justice League America number 63. Really awesome cover. Love that. Thor number 1. First Jane Thor. Scotty Young variant. Love that one. Very cool comic. Totally awesome Hulk number 21. I don't think this one has too much value. I think it's number 22 is the one that's kind of valuable. Spider-Man number 1, second printing. Another Shogun Warriors number 1. I do love that book. Such a great book. Oh, and another copy of Shogun Warriors number 1. Love that book. Marvel Tales again, number 1. This is probably one of my all-time favorite key issues. As a young man, when did this come out? 83. So probably about 85. So a couple years after this came out, I was buying these every month, and I absolutely loved them. The Peter Porker series, not the Marvel Tales. This was like a one-shot, I believe. Awesome book. Absolutely love it. Death of Wolverine number 1. This is a Dynamic Forces. It says it was signed by Charles Soule. Limited to 500. So that's super cool. I do really like the Dynamic Forces books when I can get them. Witches number 1. I think this is a Blair Witch homage. That's super cool. Love that one. Silver Surfer 44. Always forget, is 44 the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet? I think it is. I always get kind of confused because it's the first Thanos in that run, which is, I think, 34, I want to say. So it always confuses me, the two. Totally Awesome Hulk number 1. That's awesome. I love that. Okay. We have Action Comics number 1 homage, Spawn 228. I absolutely love these. These feel like variants because they're kind of pricey, but they're just a regular A cover, which is super cool. So you can find these because people just who are buying Spawn would have bought this cover. It wasn't like a rare variant that you had to pay more for. The only thing is the print runs are really, really low in 2013. So when you see any of these homage Spawn covers in the 200s, you should pick them up. They're they're lovely covers. And they're quite valuable. Okay, that's the first appearance with number 1. That's the one you really want. That's the one that has value. Spawn 220. This is a Youngblood 1 homage. That one's awesome. Absolutely love that one. iZombie number 1. I really like this book. I'm a big fan of Michael Arwood, so I like getting the key issues that are key to his career. So that's a really awesome book. I think I have 4 or 5 of those. Action Comics 775. First appearance of Justice League Elite. Do have multiple of those in my collection. I have a lot of these in my collection too. Thor number 1. Love that book. Dazzler number 1. This book is definitely going to be taken off pretty soon. Love that book. Another key issue that's awesome. All right, I got to move these stacks before they start falling. Okay, X Factor 24. I had one of these in my last box, but this is the first appearance of Archangel. Do really like X Factor. That was a series that I just, as a kid, I was buying each month, and I really enjoyed it. Bitterroot number 1. I think that one has a bit of value now. Awesome Magnolia cover, I believe. Spawn 226, another one of these beautiful homage covers. A Hulk 340 homage. Absolutely love that one. That one is a gorgeous cover. Spawn 227, this is Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage. I like when an artist homages themselves. I think that's really cool, actually. Tales of Suspense number 64. Not sure if this is a key or not. You guys can always let me know if I miss a key. I don't have everything memorized. Usually I know, but sometimes I forget. Especially with Tales of Suspense, it kind of all blurs together to me. Captain America number 1, a really awesome Mark Brooks homage to Captain America number 1. So that is amazing. I love that book. That's such a cool variant issue. Another Shogun Warriors number 1. This seems to be my Shogun Warriors box. Avengers 17. This is a really high grade copy. Probably like a 8.85. I see a little bit of spine wear, but it's nice and it's just off-white. It's just a really nice copy. I think I actually have 2 nice copies of that book. But, awesome. I love having this early Silver Age Marvel stuff. Another copy of Spawn 227, the Amazing Spider-Man 300 homage. Absolutely love that book. Spawn 231, a Spider-Man 1 homage. Again, McFarlane's homaging himself. I think this is such an awesome book. Absolutely love that. Wonder Woman 173. I love collecting earlier Wonder Woman books. I don't find them that often. I feel like they're kind of rare or kind of hard. They're not super expensive. A Batman book from that era is going to be worth more, but I find it a lot harder to find those. Another one of these. Yeah, I went crazy. I bought 5 of these, I think. Some of them I did pay $1 or $2. But some of them I probably paid $10 to $20 for when the Loki show was on, just because I love that show so much. Captain America #1. This is I don't think it's the first appearance of, the new Captain America, the Falcon Captain America, but it's the first series with him as the lead, which is, I think, his second or third appearance as that version of Captain America. Strange Academy #1, the 5th printing. I don't know if the 5th printing is worth anything. I know the first printing is worth quite a bit now. All right, ROM #1, another amazing, 70s toy that became a comic. Absolutely love those. I think that's awesome. Secret Wars #3, first Titania, I believe, which went up a little bit because of the She-Hulk show. Micronauts #8, first appearance of Captain Universe, another one of those. Oh, this one is dope. So we have Spawn 221, homage to AF-15. That is a great cover. Absolutely love it. I love these Spawn homage. I don't know if I'm missing any. I gotta look. And a lot of these also have rare ratio variants. There are like black and white versions. Avengers 53. Awesome earlier Avengers book. Love the Silver Age stuff. Spawn 230. Another awesome homage to... what's the Batman number? 420 or 440? Something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but awesome homage. I do like when he homages himself. Fantastic book. Peacemaker #1. This is the second version. The first version was on Charlton Comic Books, so it's like a reprint, but affordable version. Like, you can get the Charlton version for like $100 to $200, or you can get this version for like $20. And it's pretty much the same thing, just a different logo right there. So very cool book. I do love that one. Mind Management #1. For some reason, I'm always trying to pick these up when I see them. $1 bin fine usually. Miracle Man #1. I think an underrated key issue. Those I have a few of. Batman Night of Vengeance #3. I think this might be the first appearance of the Thomas Wayne Batman and or the Martha Wayne Joker. One of those two. I think this is a key book. I think one day will have a lot of value. New Avengers #11, especially because that Batman, he's like a real, like, his kid got killed, so he really, like, he's pissed off. He's a scarier Batman. He's not like, I'm going to give you justice by putting you in jail. It's more like, I'm going to give you justice by blowing you away, kind of. New Avengers #11, first appearance of Ronan. That's fun. Oh, Thor 337, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. I think this is kind of an undervalued key at the moment. Another ROM #1. Do really love that book. Shogun Warriors #1. I really love this book too. Most of those I picked up for like $1. Honestly, a lot of this stuff I picked up for $1 back in the day. New Avengers #11, because you know me, I'm a $1 bin digger, and I'm constantly looking for books of value and books I want. Avengers #8, first Black Order, I believe. Amazing Spider-Man 71. This amazing Quicksilver cover. Absolutely love this one. Looks in pretty decent shape too. I like seeing Silver Age books that look like, this is probably like a 6 or 7. I think there's a little bit of stress in that corner. Man, that's a beautiful book though. ROM 31, second appearance of Rogue. Love that book. Lady Mechanica. What number is this? It's the retailer incentive. So this one actually, was this #4? This one might have some value because it might have been a much rarer version. Love this cover though. Just all the little hash details and stuff. Such a cool cover. I mean, I love collecting these. I've been picking them up for years. I think they had more value back in the day, but I love them. I love picking them up. Another ROM #1. Yeah, ROM 1. But most of these I probably picked up for $1 or $2, right? It's like, I knew this would be worth something. Why not buy it when it's cheap? And I did, and now it's got some value. And if he shows up in a movie, he'll be worth a lot more. Truth #3. Truth #4. Truth #5. So all these I would have picked up cheap in collections. Like, I don't remember picking these up in $1 bins. I might, no, I think I was grabbing some of them because I thought the covers were cool. But it's the kind of thing I kind of held onto, and then eventually at one point when I realized the value was going up, I started trying to pick them out of my collection and just put them away in the key issue boxes. I do that often because I don't rush to sell cheap stuff. I'm not the kind of person that buys a collection of 1,000 comics and then sells 900 for $50. I just kind of hoard onto it and slowly sell it because I rather slowly get $1 out of it and make a lot more money in the long term. No rush, because unless I'm out of cash, I really need it, then maybe I'll blow out some stuff. But most of the time, I just like having a lot of stuff that slowly sells, but tons of it. So it's all slowly selling. So I actually saw quite a bit. Sell enough to keep the wheels turning, basically. Superboy number 9, first appearance of King Shark. That's a cool book. Wolverine number 88. Awesome Deadpool Wolverine cover. Okay, so this book jumped in value. It's the first appearance of some character. I was skeptical as value. I think it's back down to $1 or $2. But I know I pulled out like the 20 or so I had just when the value spiked to $10. Ghost Rider number 28. This is another first appearance of someone. Again, a book that to me just didn't have value. And then one day someone's like, oh, that's worth $20. I'm like, really? It's so easy to find. Same with this, Morbius. Yeah, so this is all just cheap, dollar bin stuff that feels like dollar bin stuff to me still, but has some value. This is the same issue. It's just a flip cover. So there's no difference between these. It's just the cover flips. Actually, I'll take it out so you can see. So that's the back cover, and then it flips. So it's the same issue. Yeah, so for a while there, this was a $10 issue. I just don't think it is anymore. But maybe if the character, they do something with it. And it looks like, all right, this end is on a poor note, because this is just not an exciting end here. Junk in the end. Junk in the end. Oh, I guess there's a variant to this. I didn't even realize. One's a yellow label, one's a red label. So maybe I don't see the yellow label as much. So maybe that's the rarer version. I have no idea. And don't tell me. You don't have to tell me. I don't really care. This box has a lot of top loaders. So I'm assuming there's some really big books in this box. All right, let's go through this box. I cannot wait to see what's inside. This box looks a lot more interesting to me because it has all top loaders, a bunch of Mylars, a couple magazines in the back. So there's potential for some more of the bigger books from my collection. Let's start out slow. Okay, we got Avengers number 22. Early Silver Age Avengers. I'm always happy to have these in my collection when I can find them for a good price. It's thrilling. It's not the kind of stuff you find every day. Detective 421. All right, so this might have a bunch of my Batman stuff in it. We'll see. We'll see what we got in here. Journey into Mystery number 110. Another early Thor issue. Really happy. That was a series I kind of want to work on. But it looks like I already have a ton of them. Another series I want to work on is Fantastic Four, so number 37. Okay, that's awesome. All right, I want to go through a few more of the Mylars on the side here before I go through the middle. We got Batman 212. Awesome cover. Absolutely love that one. Okay, we have OMAC number 1. This is a key issue. I like picking it up when I find it cheap. What a weird cover. Like, what is she doing in there? Okay, let's get through some more Mylars. We got World's Finest number 173. This is sort of like the prototype Two-Face from the Silver Age, because it's technically not Two-Face. It's someone dressing up as Two-Face. Shazam number 2. Very fun issue to have. I'm not a fan of these Mylars because I feel like they scratch your fingers too much. World's Finest 177. Awesome Joker cover. Big fan of Joker covers. Anytime I can get one, I'm really happy about it. Batman 191. Do love Silver Age Batman stuff a lot. World's Finest 160. So that's a fun cover. All right, we have one slab in the side here. Oh, Civil War number 1. Okay, so this is my very first slab. I just really didn't buy slabs for a long time. I bought this off of someone who traded into my shop for like $10. At the time, it wasn't really worth too much. And I just held on to it. Now it's worth a bit. So that's cool. Not my favorite slab or anything, but just fun to have. Okay, let's start going down this row. Let's see what we got. We have Avengers number 7. This one's a pretty high grade one. Probably like a 6 or 7. So I know I have a really low grade one. I could probably sell the really low grade one. I do like having multiples of some of this stuff, though. Batman number 1 from the New 52. This was such a hot book like 8 years ago. At one point, I think it peaked at like almost $200, 150, 200, something like that. Captain Marvel number 1, a beautiful Audie Granoff variant. Absolutely love that cover. That's a gorgeous cover. We got Amazing Spider-Man 252, first black suit. This is a key issue I love owning. I have a lot of them. Secret Wars number 8, another one of my favorite key issues. As a kid, this is in my top 5 favorite comics that I own. So I just like every time I see it, I get a strong blast of nostalgia. So I absolutely love it. And it's a book I love just too much that it's really hard for me to even consider selling any of them. So yeah, I do have multiples of them. Amazing Adventures number 11, first Furry Beast. Love that issue. That's another key issue I absolutely love. Jungle Action number 5. I believe this is the first Black Panther in Jungle action. I'm not sure if it's any other first appearances, but it's a cool key issue. Absolutely love it. Amazing Spider-Man number 238, complete with tattoos. Pretty high grade. It has some yellowing on those two corners. But other than the yellowing, it's actually in really nice shape. So it's a near mint copy. The person who bought it back in the day bought it brand new. They bagged and boarded them, but they did them two, like backwards to forwards, or like three at a time. So what happened was just a little bit of acid burn got the corners. Iron Man 55, first appearance of Thanos. I am a big fan of this issue because I'm a big fan of Thanos, but I'm also a big fan of Drax. First appearance of Drax. I think it's also the first appearance of Star Fox. Am I correct in saying that? I'm not sure. It's just an amazing key issue. Every collection should have one of those, especially how big Thanos was for the MCU and how big, Drax was for the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's my lowest grade copy. This is my second copy. This one I paid $20 for, I think, back in the day. This one I paid like $150 maybe. This is like a 4 or 5.0. Absolutely love that one. And then I have this one, I think is like a 5 to 6. So that's probably my highest grade one. And this one I think I paid $40 for the pair. Maybe it's a 5.0 because there's a couple little bits of damage, but still, awesome book. Absolutely love those books. Okay, we're hitting some bigger books now. Edge of Spider-Verse number 2, first appearance of Spider-Gwen. Absolutely love that key issue too. I'm happy to have that. Just also the Miles Morales movies with her in it. They're such amazing movies. So I think long term, this is going to be a really, really valuable book. Just because kids today will want to start paying for it in like 10 years once they're in their 20s and 30s. Batman 222, the Beatles cover. Awesome. This one has some water damage, so I need to eventually find a nicer grade copy. Batman or Detective 411. Is this the first League of Assassins? I believe. Awesome key issue. Love that. Amazing Spider-Man 123. The really awesome Power Man cover. And this is a really high grade copy of that one. Love that book. Again, one of my all-time favorite books. I get such joy when I see that book. So I can't sell them. Grimm's Fairy Tale number 1. This one I bought in a lot. And I paid like 50 cents or a dollar for it. It was one I was looking for about a year. And I bid on 3 different lots where I saw it randomly in it. And I finally won one super cheap. That's been one of my favorite ways to find some of these obscure but kind of valuable key issues. Because maybe it went under the radar. And if I buy, if I spend, it's $100 book. If I buy a lot of 100 comics for like $75, basically I'm getting a $100 book for $75. And then the other books I either add to my collection, or if I sell them off at $1 or $2, I actually double, triple my money and get to keep that one for free. So that's a way I really love to collect. And I've done a lot of collecting that way. Conan the Barbarian number 2, really high grade copy. Probably like a 8590, maybe even a 92. I got this one from my friend Sean years ago. And when he brought it to me to buy, I was just like, dude, this one is beautiful. It's like white pages, I think. Maybe off-white pages. I don't know. It's just such a, like all the whites are very white. I love that cover. Gorgeous book. I need to work on my Conan run too. I do have number 1. I have number 2. I have a bunch of the lower numbers. I have 23, I have 24. I just have to figure out what I need to fill in the run, just the run filler, because I love Conan. Batman New 52, number 1, awesome book. Batman New 52, number 1, another awesome copy. Punisher number 100. This is the non-foil edition. This is quite a rare book, I think. And I know it goes for over maybe like $75 to $100. Really cool issue to look out for. What If Venom Possessed Deadpool? This is a great key issue. This, it's an awesome Scotty Young cover. At one point, this was a $200 to $300 book. I don't know if it's still that high, but it's just a really cool book to own. I love owning that. Avengers number 196, first appearance of Taskmaster. I love this book. I'm still kind of upset what they did with him in the MCU. And it's not the gender swap. It's the fact that he's not a loudmouth, funny, sarcastic type of character and not like a mute robot. I want that sarcastic character. Detectives 293, just a nicer mid-grade copy, 10 cent. Like, I love finding detectives from this era in this kind of grade because it's like right on the edge is still affordable, but looks really nice. The white is pretty white. It has some spine ticks, but the overall quality of the condition is awesome. Love that book. That book is amazing. I just really love the cover on that. Avengers number 8, first appearance of Kang. A low-grade copy, but I'm still thrilled to have it. Awesome book. I think I paid $8 for that. Okay, we have Zap Comics number 1. Absolutely love collecting Robert Crumb stuff. This one, I had to look it up. The first print is 25 cents. The second print is like a deeper orange, so I believe this is a third print. Third print still, in this condition, is probably still 50 to 100 bucks. Awesome book. I love picking these up. Eventually, I want the first prints of Zap 0 and 1. I don't think I have first prints, but I do have original, like second to fourth prints of a lot of these books that are still from the 60s or early 70s. Awesome book. Absolutely love that one. Amazing Spider-Man number 98. Just a really nice high quality copy. I think it's got some spine ticks, so it's probably like a 7.75, maybe an 8. Beautiful copy though. Absolutely love that. All new X-Men number 96. I bought this one I think for like 20 bucks at a thrift shop. Absolutely love that. I love the all new, all different X-Men. My favorite runs of comics. Number 95, I bought this at the same time from the same store for about 20 bucks. Really happy to have that. Okay, and then Justice League of America number 64, the first appearance of Red Tornado. Absolutely love this key issue. I think I bought this at the same time as these two books for like $4 maybe. Awesome book. Miss Marvel number 1, the really awesome Michael Turner variant. I bought this years ago for like $5 maybe. I also bought the black and white version. I don't know where I put it. I've misplaced it and it's driving me nuts. I've been looking for years. I'm hoping one day I just find a box and it's sitting in there. But I love this. You know, Michael Turner artwork is great. I love this cover. Such a beautiful comic. Fantastic Four number 45, first appearance of the Inhumans. Kind of a very low grade copy, but still fun to own. Sometimes it's fun just to own these key issues if you don't have a huge budget, but you still want to have it. You know, I think I paid $15 or $20 for it. It's probably worth now maybe double that. So it's still very affordable. Very affordable just because of the lower grade. And it's fun to own. Tales of Astonish number 62. First appearance of the Leader. This is probably like a 6.0 copy. Really happy to have that one. Lois Lane number 106. This is the issue where she becomes black for the day. Controversial issue. Happy to own it. Iron Fist number 1. High grade copy. This one I bought for my friend Sean years ago. Just happy. I love having Bronze Age books in really high grade. Invincible Iron Man number 10. This one is super high grade, but it's cut funny. So it's awkwardly cut, but it's probably like a 8.5, 9.0 copy. It's beautiful. Absolutely love it. Sandman number 1. This was a high grade copy, but at some point I think I dropped something on the cover while I was moving something, and I was about to bag and board it. I had to move something to get the bags and boards, and I dropped it, and it made like a line across the middle. I need to figure out if that's something that's pressable. I'm hoping it's pressable because this is such a cool key issue, and it's the only copy I have. X Factor number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse. Really cool 80s key issue. Black Panther number 1, beautiful Bronze Age key issue. Absolutely love that one. Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1, a beautiful Steranko cover. Absolutely love that one too. A lot of people are like, oh, you love all the covers. But I mean, a lot of these key issues have such classic covers that, you know, you got to love them. Marvel Spotlight on the Spider-Woman number 32, first appearance of Spider-Woman. Really awesome key issue, pretty high grade. Really happy to have that. That's actually featured in, I think, my very first video on the channel that I did like 8 years ago. I think I got this in a lot and I paid like $30 for like 20 comics or something like that. So thrilled to have that. This might be my lowest Spider-Man issue. Amazing Spider-Man number 18. I don't have any of the really big grails of Spider-Man. I need to work on them. I really would love, you know, first appearance, issue 1, first Dr. Octopus, first Mysterio, any of those lower number. I really need to get those. But anyway, this is Amazing Spider-Man number 18, a beautiful mid-grade copy. Absolutely love that one. Very awesome. Very awesome. Okay. Amazing Adventures number 11, The Furry Beast again. Absolutely love that key issue. One of my all-time favorites. I'll buy it every time I see it for like $5 to $10. Okay. Avengers number 83. This is my higher grade copy. It's probably a very fine to near mint minus copy. Beautiful copy. Technically the first appearance of Valkyrie, but it's Enchantress being hidden as Valkyrie. So it's not really her first appearance, but I feel like it's her first appearance. It's not her. It's someone pretending to be her. So it's kind of like the Domino first appearance as well. Anyway, absolutely love this cover. Also a big fan of Medusa. So I think it's such a cool cover. Catwoman number 51, the beautiful Adam Hughes cover. That's such a great book to own. Beautiful cover. My second copy, Tomb of Dracula number 10. Again, a mid-grade copy. First appearance of Blade. Love this book. I have 2 of them. They're about the same grade. My friend Sean has been trying to buy one off of me for years. One of these days, I kind of need to upgrade and get a nice high grade copy and then sell him one of those. Although he wanted it when it was $100. Now it's like in this grade, what, $700 to $1,000 maybe? All right, I'm going to move these over just because they're getting a little bit too cluttered. All right, Justice League of America, number 58. I need to put these together, too, because I really want to work on that run as well. I really like the Silver Age Justice League of America stuff. Detective 353. Awesome Silver Age Batman. Big fan of Silver Age Batman. You might not see me buy it that often because it's hard to find for a good price. But when I see it for a good price, I snatch it up. Detective 184. Absolutely love that. Dell 4-color 716, awesome space cover. Love that. Batman 200. So anniversary issue. Not in the best shape, but it's just still fun to have. I probably paid really cheap for it. Venture Comics 428. I forget. I think one of these issues around here is first appearance of Black Orchid. Not 100% sure if this is it. But that's one to look out for, I believe. Or research it. I know it's one of the issues right around. It might be that or like one within one or two of that. Fantastic Four number 62. I love this cover. First appearance of Blast Star. One of the... what do you call that? I forget the name, but one of Galactus's folks. So Fantastic Four number 62. I love that one. Big fan of that. Blitzkrieg number 1. Like a high mid-grade copy. Probably like a 780. I do love getting Bronze Age books in the, any Bronze Age, if it's at least a 6 or 7, I'm just really happy with it. Because 6 or 7 presents well enough that you can really enjoy it. Marvel Premiere number 28, first appearance of the Legion of Monsters. Absolutely love this issue. I love all the Marvel monster characters. I love the, I've loved them since I was a kid. So this is a long term. So when they did the Halloween special last year, this is one of my favorite things they've done in the MCU. So I love this issue. I think this issue is a really good key issue to pick up. Let's see, there's Adventure 430. Yeah, so I think 420 might be the first appearance. So that's number 420. Pretty high grade copy of it. Do you love that? Oh, this is a fun early 2010s. Maybe, yeah, 2011. So this is Detective 880. It's the Jock cover. Just a classic cover. Definitely has value just because of how beautiful the cover is. And this is the one to look for. I found that one in a dollar bin. To me, that was a dollar bin score. New Mutants Annual number 2, first appearance of Psylocke. First appearance of Psylocke in the U.S. I think Captain Britain number 8 is also like the first appearance of the character that becomes Psylocke. So one of the keys, but not the technically first appearance. Wolverine Origins number 48. I'm not sure if this one has value, but I think that's a variant, maybe a ratio variant. Amazing Spider-Man number 91, pretty high grade copy. Any Amazing Spider-Man under 100, high grade, it makes me very happy because it's beautiful to see them in nice shape where the colors pop, the whites are white. King Science Special number 6. I think this might reprint the first appearance of the Sinister Six. I think number 1 is the first appearance, or it might be a new story. I'm not 100% sure, but in my mind, I'm thinking this is a reprint of their first appearance because when I see it, I'm like, oh, it's their first appearance, but it's not their first appearance. It's a reprint. That's kind of how my mind triggers when I see it. Either way, I'm thrilled to have it. Such a cool comic. Another Wolverine. It's a Dark Wolverine, number 86. Again, it might be a ratio variant. Lois Lane, number 21. I really love this cover. Both the super ladies look really, really cute. And I really like that cover. I think that's an awesome cover. Oh, I have a Golden Age Archie in here. Archie 100. I did not realize I thought I had pulled all them out and sorted them out. Very low grade copy, but still thrilled to have it. I probably paid like $1 or $2 for it. Batman Annual number 4. Do love Silver Age Batman a ton. The Fabulous Freak Brothers. This is also a early print underground comic. I think it's second or third print. You can tell by the color of the 50, I believe. It's like you gotta look at the 50. I think the tire changes color. I think that fence changes color. So kind of depending on what the color is, depends on what print it is. But I'm pretty sure this is like second through fourth, somewhere in there. Really awesome. I love collecting all these underground comics from the 70s, late 60s into the 70s. Love that stuff. That's the stuff I was collecting when I kind of gave up collecting Marvel DC for a while in the early 2000s. That's the kind of stuff I was looking for. That's why I have a lot of it, because it's the kind of stuff I would find. Okay, this is super, super dope. So this is my Love and Rockets number 1. I thought it was an earlier printing. It's the 5th printing. It's the late 90s, like 96, 97 printing, I believe, not the 80s printing. It's still probably worth a few $100. I'm thrilled to own it, but I need to get a first print. I thought it was a first print for some reason, because when I bought it, it was in a collection with a whole bunch of stuff from the 80s. I didn't think it was a later printing. Thrilled to have it, though. Such a cool cover, and I believe they homaged that for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Just that, the lineup scene. Man, awesome book. Awesome book. And then finally in this box, we have Mr. A Steve Ditko underground comic from the mid-70s. It's like a newspaper kind of print. Super rare book. I am thrilled to have it. I found this at a thrift shop for like $3. Such a cool book to own. Okay, let's start digging through this box. We have Avengers 223, the really fun Hawkeye shooting Ant-Man cover. I do like that key issue a lot. Miracle Man number 15. This is a very low print book, so it's one you want to pick up. It's got quite a bit of value. And that's something you might find in a dollar bin because it might be under people's radars. Brave and the Bold number 84. I would love to work on this run a bit. Try to fill in some of the key issues and the harder to find stuff. Knight Rider number 1. Awesome Bronze Age key. Fantastic Four number 42 in pretty decent shape. You know, a little bit of a spine crease line, but yeah. I like when I can find 12-cent issues in about this grade. It's probably like a 4.0, 4.5. It's in nice enough grade that you can really enjoy it, but it's not so high that you're going to pay hundreds of dollars for it. Grimm's Fairy Tales number 30. I don't think this one's worth too much. There's at one point where I'd put anything under 50 in my boxes just because they're kind of hard to find, the earlier Grimm's Fairy Tale books. The Spectre number 54. This is the first appearance of Mr. Holt, something like that. Not 100% sure, but it's one that, you know, I was grabbing for a little while to spec on. Fantastic Four number 37. Another really awesome early Fantastic Four book. This one's got a bit more damage. So normally I like to get a little bit higher. Like this is probably like a 3.0. I would prefer kind of more in the 4.5 range or better. Still an awesome book though. Black Panther number 1. Really awesome book. Gotham Girls number 5. These are books I used to grab out of dollar bins every time I saw them. I think they have really fun covers. And I think the Harley Quinn one is actually quite a... Like, most of these are worth a bit. Number 4. But I think the Harley cover, this one is the one that's worth the most. Now, this is a little bit lower grade because it's yellowed. But, yeah, paid $1 for it. It's always nice to pull out key issues for $1. Amazing Spider-Man 431. This really awesome Carnage cover. Absolutely love that one. Another copy of that. Gorgeous book. Those are dollar bin finds. Number 430. So, another Carnage issue. What's cool about that is that's like Carnage Eyes Silver Surfer. Tales of Suspense number 76, really awesome Silver Age book. Captain Marvel number 26, early Thanos appearance. He's on the cover right there. A-Force number 1, a really awesome J. Scott Campbell variant. New Mutants number 88, second appearance of Cable. All right, Iron Fist number 15, awesome X-Men appearance. I loved in the any of these 70s crossover issues with the X-Men. I always loved those as a kid. I still love them today. Cherry Pop Tart number 1. This is quite a valuable adult comic book. It's kind of like a parody of Archie, but you know, it's adult rated. Avengers number 10, first appearance of Rogue. Kind of a low grade copy, but I probably pulled it out of a dollar bin. I love grabbing keys like that with dollar bins, even if they're kind of rough. Avengers 196, first appearance of Taskmaster. Love that issue. I have a hard time selling that issue because I really do like Taskmaster. Sunfire and Big Hero 6, number 3. I don't know if I ever completed the series. When I get these all sorted together, I gotta see what I need. Fall of the Hulk, Savage She-Hulk, number 2. J. Scott Campbell cover. Strange Tales, number 158. I love Silver Age Marvel books. This is one of my favorite Zatanna covers. So we have DC Superstars of Magic, number 11. I need to find a slightly... It's in really nice shape, except it has one crease there and a couple creases here. So it's probably like a 5.0. I really want to get a high grade of this cover. I really love that cover. Avengers number 8, first Black Order, I believe. Defenders number 2. I gotta see if I have... I know I have a Defenders number 1. I'm just not sure where I put it. So I really need to find it. I would like to see if I'm done with that set or if I'm close to completing it. Heroes Inc. presents Canon. It's a really awesome Hollywood book. Now, this is really high grade. This is probably like a very fine plus. This issue, they found like a whole case of these at some point. Really high grade issues that were never distributed. So these you find in the wild semi-often, and they're out there in high grade. So it's not worth that much. Another book from 1969 in this grade probably be worth a ton of money. But it means you can afford it. It's worth picking up because it's such a cool cover. Just a cool issue overall. X-Men 113. Love Bronze Age X-Men so much. X-Men 112. Another awesome Bronze Age X-Men book. X-Men 104. Do love my Bronze Age X-Men. X-Men 114. Yeah, this era, this is the stuff growing up that was my absolute favorite. Number one favorite comic. Uncanny X-Men 123. I think that might be his first appearance. I forget. X-Men number 46. So it looks like I have a little bit of an X-Men collection going on right here. X-Men 38. A little bit of a lower grade, but I probably... Yeah, it also looks like it's torn right there. But I probably paid really cheap on that. Marvel Team Up 141. Tied for first Black Suit Spider-Man. Really fun cover. It's a book I really like, so, you know, I have a hard time. I don't want to sell those. When I get them, I just keep them. Captain Marvel 17. This is the second cameo appearance of Kamala Khan, but this is the ratio variant. I bought a whole bunch of these for like $2 or $3 each back in the day because I figured it's a Kamala Khan key and it's a ratio, so this will be the one that would be hard to get. I didn't realize the second print would be the one that would be worth a ton of money, but I still think this one has a bit of value to it. Grimm's Fairy Tale number 1. This is... This might be the B cover. I forget. I know one issue I bought for like 50 cents at some point, and one issue I paid $5. I forget which one this was. But, you know, I got it relatively cheap compared to what it's worth. Another copy of this Kamala Khan key issue. Oh, this is neat. So we have Akira 38. This is the last issue in the run. This issue is expensive. This is probably at least $50. No, probably approaching 100 though. This is the issue you want to look for. 37 and 38, but 38 is the big expensive one because it's very low print. An amazing comic book, one of my all-time favorite comics. This is one definitely to look out for. Power Man 48. This is when Iron Fist joins the Power Man comic. So it's a bit of a key. Venom number 1, just a really fun cover. Ultimates number 3, the Frank Cho variant. That is cool. Irredeemable number 1, a really fun comic. I don't know if that one's gone up in value or anything, but that's definitely one I would spec on. Just, it's a cool comic. Amazing Fantasy 15. This is the, I think, an action figure reprint or a newspaper giveaway. It's not the thin one, but it's just another one of the AF-15 reprints that have come out over the years. Deadpool number 1 from the miniseries. Action Comics 775, First Justice League Elite. I feel like I have a bunch of these in my key issue box. I must have been finding those out of dollar bins at some point. Fantasy Masterpieces number 2. Pretty nice mid to higher grade one. Probably like a 6.0, maybe a 7, 6.5, 7. A beautiful copy. I love finding kind of better grade copies of stuff from that era. X-Force number 2, second appearance of Deadpool. Kind of like an overprinted key, so I don't think will ever have much value. But you can find them out there. They're in dollar bins. What If number 1, super cool key issue. Dark Avengers number 4, a variant. That's a fun cover. Deadpool number 1, a really awesome Amanda Connor cover. Love that. Peter Panzerfaust number 3. Peter Panzerfaust number 2. And Peter Panzerfaust number 1, the second printing. Tales to Astonish number 47, awesome early Ant-Man issue. It looks to be pretty decent. It looks like this corner might have some water damage and some creasing, but the rest of it doesn't look too bad. Awesome book. Amazing Spider-Man number 60, an awesome Kingpin cover. Love that issue. Ooh, a 10-cent Wonder Woman. That is sweet. Kind of a lower-ish grade, maybe like a 3.0. But yeah, Wonder Woman number 93. I think that might be my oldest Wonder Woman. I really would like to pick up a lot more Wonder Woman books if I could. They're expensive though. Avengers number 46. Awesome Silver Age Avengers book. Tales of Suspense number 72. Another awesome Silver Age book. Okay, let me clear these stacks a little bit. Okay, every time I hit this part of my collection, so I really like the covers on the Ultimate Fallout. So number 5. Back in the day, number 4 was $100, and I was like, I don't want to pay $100 for a comic, and I really regret it. It's one of my few regrets of stuff I didn't pick up like 10, 12 years ago that I should have picked up, and it's one reason why I pick up a lot more now. I'd rather buy it and not regret it, and then maybe have to sell it because it doesn't go anywhere than to miss out on it, because if I bought one of these for $100, what is it, $20,000 to $40,000, say? Like, that loss, just not buying it, makes up for any overpayment I would have made over the years. So, I still love having these, though. Number 5. And, I mean, I think they still have a little bit of value just because they're connected to that number 4. Number 3, another beautiful copy. But the one thing I did do was I bought the second print. I paid $1 for this. I almost like this one better than the first print because his head's not chopped off. You see his face. So really awesome. First appearance of Miles Morales, second print. I think these are worth between 1 and 200, maybe 300, 400 if it's a 9.8. And these are all pretty high grade. So I bought 1. I bought 2. I bought 3. I bought 4. I bought 5. I was pretty confident Miles would go somewhere. I bought 6. So that's 6 copies. I think I have 4 more copies of the second print that I paid $1 for. So I know I bought 10. This one has a little bit of wear on it. 10 at $1. I bought 2 of the white second print cover. And I probably have 4 to 10 of the first print floating around somewhere. I just got to find them all. I got them mixed throughout all my collection. But yeah, that was one book that I'm happy I grabbed a bunch of. Okay, then we have Amazing Spider-Man number 56, a pretty decent condition copy. Beautiful Doc Ock cover. Absolutely love that issue. Amazing Silver Age book. Mighty Avengers number 63, another beautiful Silver Age book. I really need to sort and figure out what I need in the Silver Age because I would like to start working on these runs a bit more. I would like to be down to just like major grails and have everything else. Amazing Spider-Man number 49, a little bit lower grade, but still an awesome book. Amazing Spider-Man number 67, another beautiful book. Infinity Gauntlet number 3. I used to pick these up out of dollar bins all the time. Infinity Gauntlet number 2. Guardians of the Galaxy number 0.1. Really fun cover. Really like that issue. I think that's a variant. Yeah, it's a variant. Don't know if it's a ratio or anything, but still a cool cover. Brave and the Bold number 87. I do really want to work on this run. I love the covers on this. It's a gorgeous cover. Really, I just like the composition of that cover. Evangeline number 1. I have no idea if this is worth anything. It's 1, 2, 3 times signed. It's a convention exclusive, so it might be a rare book. I can't say I love the cover or anything. It's okay. It's not great. But, it's an interesting looking book, so it might, it might have some value. I don't know. I like obscure stuff like that. I just like to hold on to. Because maybe one day they'll do something with that character and it'll be worth a lot. All right, we have Spider-Woman number 1, really fun key issue. Deadpool number 1, amazing Jeff Darrow cover. Huge fan of Jeff Darrow artwork, so I love that cover. X-Men 122, another beautiful Bronze Age X-Men book. Absolutely love these. Batman The Dark Knight Returns. This is the collected trade paperback. So it collects all 4 of the individual issues. I think that has a bit of value. Let's see. Danger Girl Special, J. Scott Campbell. Just kind of a really fun, sexy cover. It's the Dynamic Forces exclusive. I don't know if it has a ton of value, but I'm pretty sure it has some value. Okay, another second appearance of Deadpool. Not a book I'm that excited to have, but, it's a key issue. Ultimate X number 1. First appearance of Wolverine's son, I believe. This is... I don't know if it's a ratio variant or the B variant, but I think this is a little bit more desirable issue. Absolutely love the cover. I think the way she looks great. I love the coloring on her sweater. I think just the whole composition looks awesome. You have the fire. I forget her name, but she's like hiding in the background. Awesome Arthur Adams artwork though. Love that. Okay. This is a fun issue. So this is an Italian reprint of Captain Marvel number 14, the 1 in 25 ratio, which is the first cameo appearance of Kamala Khan. Back in the day, that book is a ghost. There's only a handful of them out there. Back in the day, I scoffed at paying $100. I should have just paid $100 because now it's, worth thousands. But by the time I was ready to buy it, it was like a few hundred. I couldn't afford it, or I couldn't even find it. So I decided to get the Italian reprint because this one's in foil and it just looks really cool. I think I paid about $75. It's probably still worth about $75. Beautiful cover though. Amazing Amanda Connor artwork. Let's see, Spectre number 62. Oh, I gotta put a new bag and board on that one. This is, I think, the second appearance of Mr. Holt or whoever it is. That's the first appearance in that series. X-Men Second Coming number 1, a really awesome David Finch cover. I think that's a ratio variant. X-Men number 512, another really fun, I think it's a ratio variant. If not, just a really fun cover. And anything with Dazzler on the cover, if Taylor Swift ends up going to be Dazzler, all this Dazzler stuff is going to go crazy in value because the Taylor Swift fans are rabid. Just see what they're doing to the economy right now. So Dazzler issues, maybe it's time to buy what you can. Wolverine Origins number 38, a really fun homage to that famous after World War II ending photo. Absolutely love that cover. That's awesome. All right, we got Walking Dead 127. I believe it's her first appearance. Yusugi Yojimbo number 1. Love this book. In my mind, I feel like I bought a collection a long time ago with the second Albedo issue. I think I have it. I just haven't been able to find it. I'm really hoping I have it buried somewhere because if I don't have it, it's going to be a really expensive issue to pick up. Absolutely love Yusugi Yojimbo though. A-World number 1, Milo Manara variant. Love his artwork. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Uncanny Avengers number 8, another Milo Manara cover. Another beautiful book. Flash number 1 from the New 52. 1 copy. And Teen Titans number 1 from the New 52. I didn't realize I had 2 in there. I need to bag and board the second one. Captain America 360. I always forget what issue is the first Crossbones. I know it's around here. I'm guessing if I put it in the box, that's probably the issue. We have Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 3. Not sure what printing this is. I buy every issue of this series I see in dollar bins. I think it's a really fun series. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 5. Same thing. And I think, number 6. I think 6 is the end of the series. Lots of different printings of those. X-Force number 2. Again, second Deadpool. Amazing Spider-Man 362, which is the second appearance of Carnage, I think. And this is the second print. Deadpool number 2. I do really like this late 90s Deadpool series. I like collecting that. Wolverine number 67, Old Man Logan appearance. Love that. I think that's the second issue. Silver Surfer 34. This is when Thanos joins the storyline. Batman New 52 number 2. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 7. I'm sorry, number 7 would be the end run on that. Ultimate X number 1. Another copy of this. Absolutely love that cover. Beautiful, beautiful book. Wolverine Old Man Logan number 66. This is the third printing of the first appearance of Old Man Logan. Love that book. Evil Ernie number 3. That's super cool. I still need number 1 and 2. I would like to get them because that's the first appearance of him in number 1 and the first appearance of Lady Death. Kind of a major Copper Age key. Wolverine Old Man Logan, issue number 70. I love those. Those are another series of books I picked out of dollar bins every time I saw them. Green Lantern 201. I feel like this is the first appearance of Kilowog and maybe a couple of other characters. Awesome, awesome Green Lantern key. Wolverine Old Man Logan number 71. This is just a really awesome cover. I think, second print. Love that cover. Awesome issue. Giant size Wolverine Old Man Logan number 1. That's a crazy cover. All right, first issue special number 8. I believe the first appearance of Warlord. Really fun cover. Doorway the Nightmare number 1. First appearance of Madame Xanadu. That's a fun key issue. Alias number 24. I think this is the first appearance of the Purple Man. That was the major villain in the TV series. Brave and the Bold number 82. Awesome, awesome cover. Another beautiful Silver Age book. Love that. Marvel Feature Presents number 12. I think this is the second, kind of Marvel 2-in-1 precursor before they started the Marvel 2-in-1 series. Absolutely love that one. Amazing Spider-Man number 99. Do love my, Silver Bronze Age Spidey books. Miss Marvel number 25, I believe. Yeah, that's the variant cover. Avengers Invaders number 1. Really awesome cover. It's a Dynamic Forces. Let's see. Limited to 3,000 copies. I do like those Dynamic Forces when I find them. Psylocke number 3. Really fun David Finch cover. Batman, Harley, and Ivy number 3. Absolutely love this Bruce Timm cover. Gorgeous comic. Batman, Harley, and Ivy number 2. Another amazing Bruce Timm cover. Absolutely love those. Batman, Harley, and Ivy number 1. Another beautiful cover. Avengers Children's Crusade number 3. Awesome Arthur Adams one. Gotham Girls number 2. This one again is a little bit yellowed, but I pulled it out of a dollar bin. Love getting those when I can find them. Darkwing Duck, not sure the issue. I'm guessing this issue probably has some value to it because I think it's a low print run, and it's a really, really cool book. Batman number 198, awesome big thick giant size cover with an awesome cover. Love that issue. H Hero series number 3, a Steve Ditko Bronze Age book. Really fun kind of underground book to get. And finally in the box we have Flex Mentallo number 2. I like collecting this series. It's just a really fun series, and it was fun that he showed up in the Doom Patrol show. Okay, let's start going through this box. Let's see what we got. We have ROM number 2. We're back with the toy comics. I know that was one of Jason's favorite videos so far. Batman, A Death in the Family, 426. So we're getting kind of repetitive now. Let's see if we can find some new stuff. Death in the Family, 429. Okay, those are cool though. I do really like that run. Oh, Star Wars number 1. This is one of the, I think the 3-pack reprints. Super neat though. Batman 655. I think this is the first Damon Wayne Robin. Mega Man number 3, first appearance of Lobo. That's a real fun key. I think I bought a bunch of those. Old Man Logan number 68. Do love my Old Man Logan books. So you'll see those often in these videos. Warlock number 3. ROM number 1. All right, more ROM number 1s. I don't know how many I have in my collection. I must have a bunch. It's just one of those books that every time I see it for $1, I buy it. Batman 239. Really fun cover. Awesome book. X-Men Worlds Apart number 1, J. Scott Campbell artwork. Okay, okay, we're getting some Silver Age Spidey books. This is what I really want to see. I want to see Amazing Spider-Man number 64. Amazing cover. Absolutely love that book. Amazing Spider-Man number 91. Another beautiful book. Amazing Spider-Man number 65. Man, I love Silver Age Spidey books so much. Amazing Spider-Man number 61. Amazing Spider-Man number 62. Awesome Medusa cover. Love that cover. Strange Tales 148. Awesome Doctor Strange cover. All right, this is great. This is very heavy Silver Age so far. Amazing Spider-Man 52. Amazing Spider-Man number 55. Amazing Spider-Man number 71. Awesome Quicksilver cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 67. All right, Amazing Spider-Man number 57. Awesome Kazar cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 58. So I'm guessing these Spideys probably just came from a single collection I bought. Just because there's so many in a row here. Or I organized them at some point. Amazing Spider-Man number 42. Not in numerical order, but just that I had all my Amazing Spider-Man together. Amazing Spider-Man 59. I believe that's the first Mary Jane cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 60. Awesome Kingpin cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 63. Strange Tales number 147. Okay, now we're getting some newer stuff again. Booster Gold number 1. I think that's the first appearance of Booster Gold. Sex Criminals number 1. Evil Ernie number 5. I feel like I'm having one every 2 or 3 boxes. I don't have 1 and 2, I don't think. But I have the other ones from that series, which are cool. I need to find a 1 and a 2. Dark Mansion of Forbidden Love number 3. Absolutely love the covers on this series. The Sinister House of Secret Love number 2. Love that. G.I. Joe 21, the really awesome homage cover. Love that. Incredible Hulk number 1, the reprint of the first appearance of Wolverine. Green Lantern number 49. I just love that cover. Such a classic cover. Green Lantern number 50. Wolverine number 8. Detective Comics 404. Beautiful cover. Batman 218. Detective 425. You know, I feel like a lot of these issues I have sorted into my Batman collection as well. So I probably have some duplicates I need to pull out. This Batman stuff, I absolutely love it, but I don't feel like I need to keep all. I don't need the spec on it. Detective 450. Deadpool 0, the Wizard variant. Gotham City Girls #1. Again, I probably pulled out of a dollar bin. Civil War #1. Astonishing X-Men #43. Awesome Arthur Adams cover. Teen Titans #37. I need to get that sorted into my Teen Titans box. X-23 Target X #1. Awesome cover. Avengers 89. Really awesome Captain Marvel cover. Wolverine Origins #10. I believe that's the first appearance of Dakin. All right, let me clear these out. All right, Wolverine #10. Outcast #1. Did they make an Outcast show? It says coming soon to Cinemax. Did it actually come out? That must be a reprint of it. Defenders #26. The first appearance of one of these guys. Maybe him? No, that's Yondu. I forget which first appearance, but I believe there's a first appearance in that one. Conan 19 in pretty decent shape. That's an awesome cover. I really gotta see what I need in Conan, because I would like to finish that setup. Giant Size Spider-Man #1. Really nice shape. Awesome cover. Avengers 48, the first Black Knight. I feel like a little deja vu here. Avengers #19, the first Swordman. Low grade, but still fun to have. Weird Mystery Tales #1. That's awesome. I love having the Bronze Age horror key issues. DC Special #3. Absolutely love that cover. That's one of my all-time favorite covers. The Biological Show #1. This is a pretty obscure but kind of pricey indie book. DC Comics present Harley Quinn #1. So I believe that's a reprint. Still has a little bit of value. New Age Comics #1. It's a nice indie comic. Moon Knight #1. Detective 566. Invincible Iron Man 500 variant edition. New Mutants #25. Absolutely love this Bill Sienkiewicz cover. And I think this is First Legion cameo, if I'm right. Marvel Comics presents #1. X Factor 24. First appearance of Archangel. Outcast 1. All right, so this one doesn't say soon to be a show. So this is, oh no, it says third printing. So that's a third printing. Marvel Comics presents #1. So I don't know how high this one has gone, but this is, I believe, Blip #1. This is a major key issue. This is like right now, I'm guessing it has a couple $100 in value, but this is the first comic appearance of Donkey Kong and Mario. So one day, people will be buying this thing like they're buying AF-15. I'm pretty sure of it. Just because of the video game connection. Avengers #47. That's super cool. Low grade, but still fun to have. Wolverine Deadpool #1. A fun Scotty Young cover. Luke Cage #3. Lady Mechanica #3. Beautiful cover. I really love the covers on that series. Tales of Suspense 88. Batman Detective Comics 737. Harley cover. Avengers #8. First Black Order. As you can see, a lot of the stuff is just stuff that I've pulled out dollar bins. So a lot of the stuff, there was at one point where you could find them all the time. New Mutants #88. Second appearance of Cable. Got a couple copies of that. New Mutants 86. The first Liefeld work on New Mutants. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Liefeld, but I remember when these came out, I actually liked these. Now, these Liefeld books are actually kind of a little bit better. And I just recently realized the reason why I like this early New Mutants Liefeld work is because McFarlane inked it. So his inking kind of improved it a little bit. That's why. Because, later on when McFarlane's not inking his stuff, it's just like not as good. Batman Adventures #10. An amazing Catwoman cover. Absolutely love that cover. I got a couple copies of that. So it looks like we're getting into some of my Batman Adventures stuff. Batman Gotham Adventures #1. Awesome book. Batman Strikes 26. I believe this is a key issue. I would have pulled out all the key issues from the run to put in here. I just forget what the key is. I'm sure someone will let me know. And then Batman Strikes #28. Awesome cover. So yeah, read the comments. I'm sure a lot of people will say what the key significance is of some of these. I think this one just has a beautiful cover. It's an awesome Darwin Cook cover. I think because of that one has some value. Batman Strikes #43. Harley cover. Batman Strikes 35, another awesome Harley cover. I absolutely love all these Harley books. All the Batman Adventures related Harley books are some of my favorite. Batman Strikes 41. And I lucked out because I liked Harley from the 90s. I bought a lot of these like 10 years ago for 50 cents or $1 each. Justice League Adventures number 13. Batman Adventures number 16, the wedding issue. That one's awesome. Batman Strikes number 32. Batman Gotham Adventures 45, another Harley cover. Batman Gotham Adventures, another Harley cover. Absolutely love those Harley books. Batman Strikes 45, another Harley Quinn cover. Batman Gotham Adventures 43, another Harley cover. Detective Comics 477. I forget the significance of this. Someone will let us know in the description. Detective Comics 576. I think that's a McFarlane cover. Pretty awesome comic. Detective 578. Another McFarlane cover. Love that. Batman Adventures number 3. I think this is the second series. Another beautiful Harley cover. Batman Adventures 18. Awesome Joker cover. Absolutely love that one. That one's stunning to me. Batman Gotham Adventures number 29. Another beautiful Harley cover. Amazing Spider-Man number 500. The J. Scott Campbell cover. That's awesome. Now, J. Scott Campbell, I kind of like his work. I'm not the biggest fan of his work, but I realized it's when Sabine Rich colors this stuff is when I absolutely love it. I realized I love Sabine Rich's coloring more than I love the line work. Well, she didn't color that one, though. Batman Adventures number 36. That's an awesome cover. Batman Strikes number 49. DMZ number 1. That was one I was specking on a bit for a while. Detective 464. I believe that's the first appearance of someone. The Deadpool miniseries number 1. Batman 663. I've had a couple of these, so this must be a first appearance of someone. X-23 number 4. Not sure why I have that one in there. I mean, I know this whole run has a bit of value. I don't know why that particular one, though, because I have a separate box for my X-23. Infinity Gauntlet number 3. Superman Adventures number 65. I think that's an early Livewire appearance. Detective 532. Awesome Joker cover. Absolutely love Joker covers. Detective 577. Another awesome McFarlane cover. Superman Adventures number 66. That's an awesome cover. Love that one. Superman Adventures 41. So all these must be key issues that I pulled out of the run at some point. I'm not 100% sure what the key is on all of them, but what I would have done is I would have went through my run and like looked them up and pulled out all the ones that are key. Batman Adventures Holiday Special number 1. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty key issue. Okay, so the rest of this box are comics that were in my 1990s top 10 video. So we have Spawn 1, the newsstand. I just threw them back in the box. Stars and Stripes number 0, first Stargirl appearance. That one's quite valuable at these days. Supergirl Adventures number 21. I love this Bruce Timm cover. Such a beautiful cover. I got 2 copies of that. I might have another copy or 2 floating around somewhere. Batgirl Adventures number 1. Another awesome Bruce Timm cover. Absolutely love it. Ghost Rider number 1. 90s classic. I really liked this comic when it came out. And I think I have... At least I had 4 that I had sorted out. I probably have a few more. Oh, that one needs a new bag and board. I have a few floating around, though. I know I have a few more somewhere. That might just be in my Ghost Rider runs. X-Men number 4, First Omega Red. Another book I know I have a bunch more of, but so far I found 3 in these boxes. I think I have 1 stack I bought from a collection that had like 20 of them. Darkhawk number 1, 90s classic, and Darkhawk number 1, so newsstand and direct. I do like collecting newsstand and direct on most comics. It's kind of fun to have the variants. Okay, let's see what's in this box. Not 100% sure what's in here, but I'm assuming it's key issues. Okay, we have Age of Ultron book 2, this absolutely stunning Black Widow cover. I'm pretty sure it's a ratio variant. I love this cover. This series has a lot of really beautiful covers on the variants. The regular cover's okay, but the variants are gorgeous. Amazing Fantasy number 1, first appearance of Veronica. I grabbed like 3 or 4 of these back in the day for $1, just kind of as a spec, and I think that one kind of played out. And here's copy number 2. And yeah, here's copy number 3. So that's a good $3 investment. Let's see. We have the Eternals #1. That's a fun book. We have Wolverine #66, the first appearance of Old Man Logan. Love that one. That's one of my favorite key issues. Jonah Hex #1. That's awesome. I love having Bronze Age #1s. Superman Man of Steel #18. I believe this is the first appearance of Doomsday. X-Men #99. Absolutely love the X-Men from the 70s. One of my favorite comics. Ooh, Futurama #1. Okay, this is the book that got me back into comics. I think this is the early 2000s. So, like, I was buying from Gru Comics. I was trying to recreate my Gru collection probably in, like, 99, 2000. But I fell in love with the Futurama show when it came out. And when I saw that they were going to release a comic book, I had to get it. So this is one comic book I started going back on a monthly basis. Actually, I think it was like a bi-monthly basis, but I started going back to the comic shop to pick up each new release. Absolutely, that's one of my all-time favorite key issues. Absolutely love that one. And I believe that's the original one I bought. Okay, this comic is awesome. We have Journey into Mystery #88. Very, very low condition. Like, it's just really torn up. When I bought it, this whole bottom here was folded over. So it looked like, I thought that amount of the cover was cut off. So I thought it was like just really, really low grade. And so, but it was $1. So I was like, all right, I'll get it for $1. And then like a few years later, I was like, wait a second. And I was looking, and I realized I had unfolded it. And it's actually, you know, it presents pretty well for a 0.5. Really awesome early Loki appearance. G.I. Joe #21. Trying to figure out which one is my original. I think I have it marked on the bag, but not 100% sure. This might be my original copy that I kept. Terrible shape, but that's okay. I love this. This is one of my all-time favorite key issues. Oh, this box is fun. This is like not the value box. This is just the awesome nostalgic box. Thor 339, first appearance of Stormbreaker. Flashpoint 1, just a really awesome storyline. Good key issue. The Darkwing Duck San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. This one actually, I think all these early 2010 Darkwing Duck variants are actually quite pricey. I was looking on eBay for the issue I had the last video, and I couldn't even find it. So I think it's really rare. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like $100 plus issue. We have another Virgin variant from Transformers. Not sure the issue, but I'm assuming this is actually quite valuable too, because the ones I showed a few videos ago actually had some value. Another New York Comic Con Darkwing Duck exclusive. This 2010. This issue has some value. These are kind of expensive comics. Let's see what we got. We got Thor 337, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. Absolutely love that key issue. One of my favorites. This box is turning out to be pretty awesome. Carnage Mind Bomb #1. It's a nice foil cover. Let's see. Action Comics #1. Everyone's all-time #1 grail. I think this is a mid-80s reprint. It might be the Nestle's reprint. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. Astonishing X-Men #10. The beautiful Jenny Frison variant cover. This is the first cover I bought of hers that made me fall in love with her artwork. And this is just one of her all-time best covers. Gorgeous cover. Black Panther #1. Ooh, here we go. G.I. Joe #1. G.I. Joe and Uncanny X-Men were probably my two favorite comics as a kid. I love this key issue. I'll buy all the ones like. If I see it for $5, I'm picking it up. I mean, obviously I'm going to pick up any comic that's $100 plus for $5. But I'm just saying, this is one I celebrate every time I find it. Then we have another copy of #1. So this one is, I think that's the newsstand, and that's the direct. Yeah. I have, I think, 5 or 6 copies of G.I. Joe. I love that issue. Such a great comic. Amazing Adventures #1. Love this comic too. Such a great comic. Wow, this is my nostalgia box. Let's see. Secret Wars #8. Again, last time you saw I had like 3 or 4 of them. I can't sell this issue, not because it's not sellable. It's because I love it too much to sell it. Big Hero 6 #1. Really awesome cover. I think... is it David Nakayama art? I feel like he worked on one of these early Big Hero books. I forget, though. Alpha Flight #16. I think this is the first cameo Big Hero 6. Not 100% sure on that. I know it was like around there. Civil War #1. A really awesome looking variant cover. Love that. Civil War 1, the regular cover. I got 1, 2... that's the director. I was going to say, this one feels thicker. So one's a director's cut. And 3. Okay, those are awesome. Avengers 257, the first appearance of Nebula. Love that issue. Such a great key issue. Avengers 59, first appearance of Yellow Jacket. Another great issue. Thor 339, first appearance of Stormbreaker. Awesome issue. Oh, okay. Transformers #1, another one of my favorite 1980s key issues. It's an amazing Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Like, they got such a great artist to start on, like, a cartoon book. Like, imagine they could have just gotten some regular kind of goofy cartoonist, but they got Bill Sienkiewicz to do this. That is awesome. Love that issue. That's one of my all-time favorite issues. Another copy of the first appearance of Nebula. That's a great issue. Wolverine #4 from the miniseries. Love that miniseries. This is a Scrooge McDuck variant. I think this one's probably worth a bit too. That's probably rare. Oh, this is cool. This is a early version variant, like 2004, 2005. This, I don't know if they're doing them too crazy yet by then, but that's super cool to have. Love Red Sonja issues. The Cat #1. I love the cover. Really fun Patsy Walker issue. Long Shot #1. I went into it before. This is one of my all-time favorite key issues. Wow, this box is fun. Marvel Team Up 141. First Black Suit Spider-Man. I got one stuck in the side here. Let's see what this is. Oh, Fight or Run. I pulled this out of a dollar bin because it looked really interesting, but I think it is like a $50 indie book. Kind of a rare book. It has a bit of a cult following. A Rocket Raccoon #3 from the miniseries. Rocket Raccoon #4 from the miniseries. Oh, Wolverine #1. Awesome. Awesome issue. Rocket Raccoon #2. Detective Comics 850. I know this is a key for some reason. I just absolutely love the cover too, though. Cover alone is worth having it, but someone can tell me what the key is on that. I forget off the top of my head. Civil War #2. This is the variant. It's when Peter Parker reveals who he is. Superman Man of Steel #18. First appearance of Doomsday again. Incredible Hulk 92. Oh, this is the variant. So this is the rare version. First appearance of Planet Hulk. I bet this one's gone up in value. I haven't looked it up in a while, but that one you just don't see. You see the A variant. You don't see the... I don't know if it's a ratio or what it is, but I almost never see that one. Suicide Squad #1. Detective 416. I want to say this is the first appearance of Man-Bat. You guys can correct me. New Gods #7. Is this the first Steppenwolf, I think? I believe. Someone can correct me on that too if I'm wrong. Batman 613. Really awesome Harley cover. Amazing Spider-Man 136. This is when Harry Osborn becomes the Green Goblin. This is my better condition one. Really nice book. Hulk #1. First appearance of the Red Hulk. Friday the 13th, I think, yeah, it's a special #1. It's like a cool foil one. I believe this one is actually quite limited, and this one probably has a bit of value. I got that, it's got a certificate. Yeah, 500 copies. So that's like a really rare comic book. I got this one in an eBay lot where I paid like $1 a book. So that's a really awesome score, if you ask me. That, like I said that before, I like looking for obscure, rare stuff in lots, because then you can buy the lot. You get a lot of other stuff that you can like sell off, trade, or maybe you just want a lot of other stuff for your collection. But basically, the price I paid for the lot probably paid for that book, and then everything else is free. So I like getting a whole free short box of comics when I buy a rare comic. Iron Man 304. I think that's the first Hulkbuster suit. Defenders #4. First appearance of Valkyrie, I believe, or like first full appearance, or maybe she joins the team. Actually, I think there's one issue before this that's like her cameo or a different version of the Valkyries, and then there's an issue before that, the Avengers issue, where it's Enchantress like pretending to be Valkyrie. Very cool issue though. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. Second cameo appearance of Raven, who becomes Mystique. That's super cool. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #4. You'll find these almost in every box, because these I just pick out of every dollar bin when I find them. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac #6. We got #5. Do love that I have all these. And #2, I believe. Okay, super cool. Another Amazing Spider-Man 136. I guess this is my third copy of this. This one's not in too bad a shape. Maybe like a 4. Again, Harry becomes the Green Goblin. Amazing Spider-Man 238. I think this one is missing the tattoos, and it's a little bit lower grade. But I got that one super duper cheap. Detective 526. This is this gold always gets like tacky on this. So something about this ink just becomes tacky on a lot of them. Cool issue though. I do love that issue. Okay, I'm gonna move these because it's getting a little crowded. Okay, Avengers #10. First appearance of Rogue. Absolutely love that issue. Superman Adventures number 5, first appearance of Livewire. This one I got for like 50 cents in a lot of books. Alpha Flight number 17. So this is, I think 16 might be the first cameo of Big Hero 6, and 17 is the first like full appearance. Cool issue to have. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 3. Oh, Omega Man number 3, first appearance of Lobo. Good issue. Avengers 263, first appearance of X Factor. Ooh, okay, we got some old stuff. We haven't been seeing as much of this old stuff, but here's a really awesome Strange Tales 105. This one has a hole punch. Spine is messed up. A few chunks out, but you know what? I got it cheap, and it's amazing. I love that. Another copy of Miss Marvel 17, second appearance of Raven, who becomes Mystique. Flex Mentallo number 2, just a fun issue. Peter Parker number 90, tied for first black suit Spider-Man. That's actually really cool. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 is this. Okay, so this issue, when I got it, it was short. Like if you look here, like I have these lined up, it's a few millimeters short. Do people know if this one was printed short? Because it didn't, like I looked at every picture and it didn't look like any was missing as if it was trimmed. I think they just printed this one short, but it was confusing. So if anyone knows, just let me know. We have the Walking Dead Weekly. I don't have a first print original Walking Dead, but this is still a fun one to get, and it's got some value to it. It's a really fun book. Peter Parker's Protective Spider-Man number 90. Again, tied for first black suit Spider-Man. Then we have Monstrous number 1. Love that book. That's another fun book. All right, this is the first Planet Hulk. So this is the regular cover. This is the one you see more often. This one I know has value as well. Ooh, okay. This is one of my favorite key issues too. Star Slayer number 2. This is the one I buy often. This is the first full appearance of the Rocketeer. Love that. Love the Rocketeer. Rocket Raccoon number 1. Really fun issue. Carnage, It's a Wonderful Life number 1. Batman Night Avengers number 3. So I looked up, I believe it's her first appearance in that issue. If I could be wrong. You guys can always correct me, or you can add information I might have missed. Marvel 2-in-1 number 2, early Thanos appearance. Love that issue. Suicide Squad number 1. Really awesome George Perez Wonder Woman number 1. Love that. Beautiful Mark Brooks Uncanny X-Men number 522. It's a cool Kitty Pryde cover. Absolutely love this issue. I didn't look up the value, but I'm guessing it's pretty high because this is kind of a rare cover, I think. And just a lovely issue. Suicide Squad number 1. Awesome cover. X-Men 125. Awesome Phoenix cover. iZombie number 1. I talked about this one in the past. I have 4 or 5 of them. But it's an awesome Michael Allred key issue. Absolutely love that one. Harley Quinn number 1. I love the Amanda Conner run on Harley Quinn. That's an awesome comic. Masters of the Universe, the 3-part miniseries, number 1. That's awesome. I love the 80s toy-related comics. Moon Knight 58, awesome Platt cover. These are kind of valuable and kind of rare. Moon Knight number 57, another Stephen Platt cover. Love that one. It's a homage cover. Moon Knight number 56, another beautiful Stephen Platt. I think... yeah, number 55 is the one that's worth the most. That's a really just a classic cover. Moon Knight 55. Absolutely love that cover. Sonic the Hedgehog number 1. This is, I believe, the first series, the first miniseries. This 90s early appearance of video game characters, this is the stuff that's going to have value in the future. I like grabbing it when I see it. Flash number 92, first appearance of Impulse. Okay, this is the double pack Harbinger, but this one is signed... who signed it? Oh, Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter signed that one. Okay, that's cool. This one's signed by Dave Lapham. So that is super cool. I need to like re-bag and board these into two separate bags and boards and have the certificate on the back so I can look at them better. But that is really neat. Moon Knight number 50, another beautiful Stephen Platt cover. Love those end of the line Moonlight issues. Super Mario Brothers number 4. Oh, you know what this is? This little stack that we're going through now are some of the covers I was looking at for the top 90s video. So I think these are just more of the 90s books I had pulled up. So Super Mario Brothers number 4. Again, I love this video game related stuff. Very collectible, and you know the next generation is going to be willing to pay more for it, I think. X-Men Annual 14, first appearance at Gambit. Flex Mentallo number 1. Love that issue. Fun key issue. Some more Batman Beyond stuff. Batman Beyond just Batman Beyond, The Return of the Joker, the official comic adaptation. Awesome cover. Moon Knight number 56. This one's a little bit lower grade, but still awesome, awesome cover. Probably pulled out of a dollar bin. Batman Adventures number 28. Awesome Harley cover. Justice League Unlimited number 41. Awesome Harley cover. Iron Man 282, First War Machine. Ooh, another copy of this Sonic the Hedgehog number 1. At one point, I bought a lot on eBay, and there's like 20 copies of these, but I sold like a good chunk of them. I kind of wish I held on to them. I got $10 a piece, so I was happy because I paid like 50 cents a dollar. Batman Gotham Adventures number 10. And sometimes you have to sell some duplicates just to keep the ball rolling. Batman Robin Adventures number 21. Simpsons Comics number 1. I think this is like a super undervalued key issue. One day that's going to be worth a lot. Batman Adventures Annual number 1. Awesome Harley cover. Early Harley appearance. X-Men Annual 14. First appearance of Gambit again. Another cool key issue. Batman Robin Adventures number 8. Harley's right there. So another awesome early Harley appearance. And then Showcase 93 number 3. First appearance of the Birds of Prey. Okay, let's start going through this box. Okay, Secret Wars number 4. This is one of my all-time favorite comics. As a kid, my brother had this comic. I thought it was amazing. He sold it to me. It was one of my cherished comics as a kid. Absolutely love Secret Wars number 4. Such an awesome cover. Secret Wars number 7. First appearance of that Spider-Woman. Alien Worlds number 4. A beautiful, beautiful Dave Stevens covers. I'm a sucker for sci-fi covers with a woman with a domed helmet. I don't know how she's surviving, though, because it doesn't look airtight unless it's strangling her. And, like, she just got shorts on. That's just funny composition. Marvel feature number 5. Ant-Man. That's a cool issue. Wolverine number 1 from the miniseries. That one's in pretty high grade. Happy to have that. Looks like a couple of my Wolverine keys here. Wolverine number 10. Sabretooth vs. Wolverine. I think that's their first fight. Awesome key issue. Amazing Spider-Man number 528. The awesome Spider-Ham cover. Absolutely love that one. Love Spider-Ham. Oh, yeah. I had one of these in the last box. This is one of my all-time favorite covers. It's Transformers number 1. Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, next we have New Mutants Annual number 2. First U.S. appearance of Psylocke. Reborn number 1, a little bit of a spec issue. Wolverine Limited Series number 1. This one's in really rough shape, but still, probably picked it out of a dollar bin. Moon Knight number 1. This one's a little bit rough too, but again, probably picked it out of a dollar bin. Journey into Mystery number 114. Is this the first Wrecking Crew? I forget. Really, really awesome. It looks in pretty decent shape, except for one corner is a little bit, like, looks like a little cut right there. Other than that, it looks really nice. Magnus Robot Fighter number 2. Masters of the Universe number 12. This is the second series, I believe. Tokyo Ghost number 1. For a while there, this had jumped in value. I don't know if these have value anymore, but at the time, I think it was like 20 bucks. Or at the time I made the box. Tokyo Ghost number 2. Deadpool number 1, hip hop variant. That's awesome. New Mutants number 87, second print. Thor 705, the beautiful art germ cover. Absolutely love that one. Airboy number 5, one of my favorite Dave Stevens covers. Such a lovely, lovely cover. Legend of Korra, the Free Comic Book Day comic. Ice Cream Man number 20, the really awesome Dr. Seuss homage. Punisher number 4 from the limited series. Absolutely love that comic. Awesome comic. New Agents of Atlas number 1. Just an absolutely beautiful Jae-Hyung Lee cover. She just looks stunning. Cherry Pop Tart number 2. Quite an expensive comic. It's kind of like, I had number 1 a couple boxes ago. It's a parody of Archie, but an adult comic. Let's see. Before Watchmen, Silk Spectre number 2. This is, I believe, the 1 in 25 variant. Awesome cover. Love that one. Afterlife with Archie number 6. Really beautiful variant cover. Reborn number 1. Spec issue. Grimm's Fairy Tale number 5. Again, for a while there, anything under 50 or so, I would put. I don't have a lot. I have probably like 6 issues under 50. But again, I got that one really, really cheap. Avengers number 8, first appearance of Kang. This one's a little bit better condition than my other one. Happy to have it. Spider-Man Deadpool number 1. Awesome book. Amazing Spider-Man number 4, first appearance of Silk. Love that. Shadercraft 1. I guess a bit of a spec book. Let's see. Monstrous number 1. One of my favorite key issues. Love that issue. Noctura number 1. That's a bit of a spec book. All right, this is super, super cool. So this is Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. I don't know if it's a second print or a B variant. I'm not sure what printing this is, but it's signed and remarked by Natasha Allegri. Awesome book. If you see Bee and Puppy Cat comics in a dollar bin, pick them up because these are expensive now. I think between $20 and like $200 a piece. Adventure into Fear number 19. One of my all-time favorite key issues. First appearance of Howard the Duck. I think I have 5 of these now. And I'll probably pick up more if they're cheap. Like, this is $125. $125, probably about $7.0. Like, the price would probably come down because I bought it a year ago. But even that price feels too cheap for such a major key for me. For me, personal major key. Mystic number 15. This is the first technical appearance of Harry Potter in comics. So that one's kind of gone up in value. What happens is they go into like a portal or into another dimension where all the magical users from the pop culture universe are there. So it's like Harry Potter, Doctor Strange, everyone. So that's, it's got a little bit of value. Harry Potter fans like to buy their stuff. Hardware number 1. We saw a lot of those in the first or second box. Steven Universe number 1. I think this is the second series. That's the kind of stuff I would like to invest a lot into. Hitmonkey number 1. First appearance of Hitmonkey. That one I found in a bin of stuff that I hadn't, I bought. And then it sat there for a few years. And then I looked again. I was like, oh, Hitmonkey. I didn't even know I had it. Stars and Stripes number 1. Super cool. I think it's the second Stargirl. Tales of Suspense number 10. Awesome issue. A little bit lower grade, but I absolutely love having it. Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect number 1. First appearance of Maestro. That's an underrated key, I think. Brave and the Bold number 200. First appearance of Katana. Love that issue. Such a great issue. Exiles number 3. I think this is the B variant. First appearance of the Peggy Carter Captain America. A Vampirella Virgin cover done by Sabine Rich. This actually should be in my Sabine Rich box. But it's just an awesome cover. And it looks like it's signed by, I think, the writer. Oh, this is sweet. So we have Joe Palooka, Humphrey Comics number 4. Really nice high-grade copy. I got this from Streetside Anthony. This easily could be like a 8.5 to 9.4, maybe even higher. It's just such a nice-looking copy. Let's see. We got Funny 3D number 1. Another awesome book I bought from Streetside Anthony. And this one's pretty high-grade, too. Probably like a 8.5 to a 9. Daredevil number 13. Awesome early Daredevil issue and pretty high grade. Love that. Awesome cover. Love Daredevil. Daredevil is one of my all-time favorite characters. Shovel Noir number 1. Dave Stevens cover. Really gorgeous cover. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 16. I think that's the first Monica Rambeau or the first where she becomes Captain Marvel. One of those things. Hulk 377. First Professor Hulk. Love that. Nice House on the Lake book 2. So a little bit of a spec book. A couple copies of that. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. This is when Supergirl dies. Got one copy of that. I got another copy of that. I'm a Supergirl fan, so I love having the Supergirl keys. Oh, we have King Kong, the official movie adaptation, but a Dave Stevens cover. Absolutely gorgeous book. Die number 1, Stephanie Hans cover. Love that issue. Beautiful cover. X-Men 256, first appearance of that suit of Psylocke. So I got one. Got 2 copies of that. We Live number 1. For a while there, this book had some value. I think it's come way down. But I love this book. This is just a book I like specking on. And I bought a whole ton of them from Streetside Anthony recently. Marvel Comics Presents number 1. Love that. New Agents of Atlas number 1. This is the first appearance of Arrow and a couple of the other characters. That's a book I like to spec on too. More of these. I had too many. New Agents of Atlas number 1. New Agents of Atlas number 1. So yeah, I got a bunch of those. But these I was picking up for like $1. I picked up some 9/8s for like $50 or $40. X-Force number 2. Second appearance of Deadpool. Static number 1. Do like those icon books. Long Shot number 3. Do love that book. Masters of the Universe number 2. Awesome Meteor cover. All right, I'm going to clear these stacks because it's getting a little bit crowded. Okay, we have more Milestone hardware number 1. Thor 344. This is the first Malakath or whatever the Ice Giant was that character's name. Master Universe #1, the miniseries. I got another copy of that. Amazing Spider-Man 265 first Star Fox, I think. Or it says he's back, so I'm not sure. There's a key to that. I forget what the key is. You can tell me. Wolverine #1, the ongoing series. That one's super awesome. Love that book. New Mutants #25 first Cameo of Legion. Love that book too. Secret Invasion #1, the Midtown Comics exclusive with a beautiful cover. That's an awesome book. Secret Invasion #1, the Dynamic Forces cover. Another beautiful book. Thor #1, the Scotty Young variant. Awesome Jane Thor book. Thor 390. This is when Captain America picks up the hammer. That's cool. Action Comics 775, first Justice League Elite. Shovel Noir #7, just a beautiful Dave Stevens cover. Absolutely gorgeous. Paper Girls #1, one of my all-time favorite comics. I got 2 copies of that. That's awesome. The Savage Shores issue 5, awesome cover. Some of the issues in this series are actually quite valuable, and it's a gorgeous comic. Civil War #1. The Amazing Spider-Man #55, the Gleason variant. We Live #1, I believe the 3rd print. Reborn #1. Spawn 302. Not 100% sure if this one has a ton of value because it's not one of the homages. Spawn 301. This one has a little bit of value because it's a Spidey 301 homage. That's really cool. Hellboy 25 Years, Magnolia 2019. So this is like a convention book. I don't know exactly its value, but I'm assuming this is actually kind of valuable. A lot of times these rare convention books end up going up in value. Hulk 14. This is the first cover appearance of the Red She-Hulk. It's not technically her first full appearance, so I'm going to call this a cameo appearance because she's just on the cover. I believe 17 is her full appearance, but this is a ratio variant. So being a rare variant, first time she's on the cover, I think this is a key issue that could really explode in value. We Live #1. I believe this is a New York Comic Con exclusive. Yeah, limited to 300. So it's an Aaron Bartling cover, Comic Con exclusive. Rare book. Really awesome book, though. I love that. Hawkeye #1 from the miniseries. Totally awesome Hulk. I had the timely reprint in another video, which is not really worth anything, but this one's worth probably like 10 to 20 bucks. So super awesome. Oh, this is fun too. Spec book. Howard the Duck #1. I bought 6 or 8 of these for $1 because it was the first appearance of Gwenpool. I was like, that's gonna be worth something one day. So I got 1. I got 2. I got 3. I got 4. I got 5. I got 6. I got 7. I guess I ordered more than 8. I got 8. I got 9, and I got 10. I'm really happy I grabbed these because that was these have gone up in value, and I think they're going to climb more once she shows up in whatever, a cartoon, her own series, whatever it is. Something will spark interest in the character. I know there's already interest, but I know something will spark it and the price will rise. I think I'm going to do these magazines on the side here first. What do we have? We have Marvel Preview Presents #7. This is the first appearance of Rocket Raccoon. I have another copy somewhere in my collection that's a much higher grade copy. I love that book, though. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, was my favorite part of the MCU. So I love having all the key issues related to that. This is the Arthur Adams sketchbook #9. I'm going to collect all of these. I only have a couple of them. The print quality of these always looks so great that the artwork it's fantastic. Let's just take a quick look through it. And these are not cheap. When you can buy them from him directly, his new one he does each year, I think it's only like 40, 50 bucks at the cons. But if you want to buy an older issue, they're over 100 bucks now, I think. They are just... we have a backer board. Okay, let me move the backer board. Okay, so yeah. Each page, the ink is just so black and just such a good quality print that for me, this is just one of the most amazing kind of art books you can get. Just because of the high quality of the printing. Just the black is so black, it looks much blacker than most, sketch or inked covers or inked, books that reproduce the drawing. This just looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. Just such quality printing. I think I want to go through this whole book. Like, look how just black that ink is. Awesome artwork, too. I really love Arthur Adams. I'm a big fan of his. So I do want to collect all these sketchbooks. Kind of hoping one day someone just brings a stack of like 10 of them into the shop and wants like $20 each. That would be a great day. We got the New Mutants covers. These are some of my all-time favorites. Tom Strong. That's beautiful. Man, this book needs its own video. I love his line work. I like all the little hash details. There's a little self-portrait. Oh, there's the long shot artwork. That is fantastic. Man, these are gorgeous. Some beautiful Wonder Woman prints. And like for $40, each one of these could be like an art print that you buy to stick on your wall for $10 from an artist. But you're getting a whole book full of these just amazing prints. Oh, and I love the back cover too. We got a space girl with a domed helmet. I always say that's some of my favorite sci-fi tropes. That's a gorgeous book. So this is 2010, I think. All right, one day I'll own the rest of them. They're definitely on my to-do list of things that I would like to purchase. But I do try, when I can, I try to get the new one that comes out each year. That's why I have a couple, I think, from the last couple of years. Okay, we have Marvel Previews Presents #1. Neil Adams cover. I don't know if there's a key importance of any of the appearances in there. It's just a really cool book. And then we have the Biological Show #0. This one's actually kind of rare and collectible. Really cool book to find. This one I bought from a collector that collected a whole bunch of indie books. So that's something you just don't see every day. Okay, let's start looking at these top loaders. Okay, we got the Biological Show #1. That's super cool. Again, this is pretty rare as well. Both these are rare, and I think when I bought them, they were worth like $50, $100. I don't know if they're still at that valuation, but definitely not a book you see every day. Ooh, Werewolf by Night #1. Man, I love my Bronze Age horror. So having, a bigger key like that from that era is amazing to me. Okay, there might be some big books in here. Detective Comics 247, a beautiful 10-cent Batman. Love 10-cent Batmans whenever I can get them for a reasonable price. My goal is usually like a 4.0, $20. 4.0, $20 is kind of what I aim for. Usually it's like a 3.0, $50. But if I can find a 4.0, $20, I am thrilled. My second copy of Werewolf by Night #1. Absolutely love that book. All of the ones I have are similar condition. They're all probably like 3.5s, maybe 4.0. So it's one of those things where there wasn't one that was like definitively the higher grade one to sell to others. So for now, I'm just holding on to those, and then I will probably down the road, if I get a much nicer one, I'll probably sell off the weaker ones. Okay, next book here. Oh, this is super dope. All right, we have Wolverine #66, first appearance of the Old Man Logan. It's the Dynamic Forces limited edition. It's like, I guess from the other angle from Hulk 181. This is a rare book. I don't know if it's as much as the there's like another variant for his first appearance, but I know this is one you just don't see every day. Very cool book. Very cool book. Love Old Man Logan. Incredible Hulk Annual #5. This is a reprint of the first appearance of Groot. Technically, I think it's the second appearance of him. Okay, we have Brave and the Bold 200, first appearance of Katana. I do like that issue. It's one I've picked up a few times over the years. Catwoman 51, a beautiful Adam Hughes cover. I didn't realize how high this one had moved. In my mind, it was a $50 book, but I think it's like a $150 to $200 book now. Crazy. Okay, next we have Superman Adventures #5, first appearance of Livewire. Then we have Batman 189, I believe the first Silver Age appearance of Scarecrow. One of my favorite key issues I keep showing, Secret Wars #8. Very common issue, but I have a hard time selling it because I love it too much. As in, I don't want to sell it. I want to keep it. Next, we have The Witching Hour #1. This is my high-grade copy. I think it's like a 8.0, 8.5. It's a beautiful copy. It just has a couple very light hint of wear on it, but other than that, it's really minty. And I bought a random lot online of cartoon books, like, Archie, Harvey type stuff. I paid 50 cents a book. And in that lot, I did not know was a stack of like horror stuff about that big, maybe like 10 issues. And this is one of them. I could not believe I got that in that lot. That's why I like buying random lots occasionally, because you kind of hit the jackpot occasionally. Amazing Spider-Man 583, the Obama variant. Gotham City Sirens #1. Beautiful cover. Ooh, this is one of my all-time favorite covers. The Audie Granoff Elektra Daredevil cover. That cover is gorgeous. So that's the black version. Then I have the red version. I basically just bought the set when it came out. Absolutely love that cover. And then the trade version. That is a beautiful, beautiful set. We have Star Wars #1. Awesome key issue. Love Star Wars. I'm really enjoying Ahsoka. I think it's such a great season. Let's see. We have Chew #2. Oh, this is super fun. So we have the Miss Marvel #1. It's a ratio variant. Arthur Adams cover. I love this book. Such a great book. This might be a 1 in 100. Might be a 1 in 50. Not 100% sure. All I know is it's a really rare book. Then we have the Vengeance #1 variant. This is the first appearance of America Chavez. This one had jumped like right before the Doctor Strange movie up to 1,500, 2,000. Now it's maybe 500. It's come back down, but I'm still happy to have it. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to hold on to that for a long time. X-Men Origins Deadpool #1. Awesome Mark Brooks cover. Absolutely love that one. Captain Marvel #1. Nice Silver Age key. Love it. Marvel Premiere #1. A nice Bronze Age key. Love that one as well. Marvel Premiere 47. I believe this is the first Scott Lang Ant-Man. So that's a cool key. This book is still undervalued in my mind. All-Star Comics #58. First appearance of Power Girl. I think I have 3 or 4 of those. Walking Dead #50. The superhero variant. This one's pretty rare. You don't see that too often. Gotham Girls #3. This is my higher grade copy. This one is white and not yellowed. And this one, I still think I got this one pretty cheap. Maybe like $1 or $2 in a collection. Cable and Deadpool #1. For a while there, this book had some value. I don't think it has too much value right now. I still think it's a fun key issue. All right, I'm going to clear these out because we're getting a little bit cool. All right, we have Chew #1. This is one I'm also kind of shocked at the value at the moment. I think it's like a $100, $150 issue. Well, I'm not surprised. Chew is a cool comic. Silver Surfer #2. I love the original Silver Surfer run. I need to work on completing that set. My second copy of the ratio variant for Vengeance 1, First Appearance of America Chavez. Really nice modern key. Prices are down, this kind of stuff. I think it's a great time to buy it because I still think long-term, this stuff is going to be important to the kids of today. Silver Surfer #3, first Mephisto. Really cool key issue. All right, Cable, Deadpool #1, another copy. I have these in top loaders. I know at one point these were valuable. I think the value has really dropped. Another Miss Marvel #1, the Arthur Adams variant. I love the Miss Marvel character. I love Arthur Adams artwork. This just combines together to one of my all-time favorite books. I think this is also a ratio, maybe a 1 in 25. Awesome book. Absolutely love it. Incredible Hulk #340, the awesome McFarlane cover. Love that. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I think last time we saw one and I said it was short. Yeah, this one's short as well. So I just have a feeling this issue is just slightly shorter than most comics. Because it's the second one like that. Amazing Spider-Man 122. This is when the Green Goblin gets killed. Cool Spidey key issue. Incredible Hulk 371. First appearance of Rocket Raccoon in comics. There's one other appearance I just showed earlier that's in the magazine. And then this one came after that. Nova #1. Pretty high grade copy. Actually, maybe a little bit of wear right there and there. Still probably like a 6.5 copy though. Awesome issue. Love it. Avenging Spider-Man #9. First, Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. That's a good key issue. Okay, we got our milers now. We got Avengers 21. Awesome earlier Avengers issue. Love that. Fantastic Four #34. This is a nice Pence stamped copy. That is really neat. Fantastic Four #100. That's an awesome. I gotta see what I still need from 1 to 100. I feel like I have a good chunk of the run. Detective 342. Love the Silver Age Batman stuff. Batman 228. Another awesome older Batman book. Milers are kind of hard to go through and stuff because they kind of scratch up your fingers. I'm just not a fan. I really need to switch these out to top loaders. Amazing Spider-Man #37. Awesome earlier Spidey book. Strange Tales 167. Amazing Steranko cover. Absolutely love that one. Tower of Shadows #1. I love the Bronze Age horror books, and the #1s are even more exciting to have. Detective 438. That cover is awesome. Detective 328. Another awesome Silver Age Batman book. This one I know I have a few times. Detective 353. Really fun book. The Story of Jamaica. I don't know if this is like a history comic or something. Not sure the value on that, but that's just cool. Older book. Strange Tales number 159. That book is amazing. Mr. Miracle number 5. I do like the Mr. Miracle books. And that one is in pretty decent. No, it's got somewhere on the side. The spine looks really nice. Side looks kind of worn. Fantastic Four number 40. Awesome Dr. Doom cover. Love that. Thor 177. Awesome Bronze Age Thor book. Strange Tales 131. Do love this early Doctor Strange stuff. That is awesome. World's Greatest Heroes number 6. Or 100-page Spectacular 6. That cover is really nice. I really like that cover. I think that's a great cover. Batman 170. Awesome Silver Age Batman books. Do love my older Batman books. Again, I try to pick them up when they're cheaper. Cheaper, but in okay condition. Like a 4.0 is what I'm aiming for. Batman 150. That's an awesome cover. Love that. What was that? Super Robin? Brave and the Bold number 103. Awesome Metal Men cover. Love the Metal Men. Brave and the Bold 112. So this might just be a little bit of a Brave and the Bold one. I don't know if any of these have like too much value. I still love them though. Brave and the Bold with the Metal Man again. Absolutely love those. Batman 247. That's awesome. Brave and the Bold 70. Man, that cover is gorgeous. Absolutely love the composition and coloring on that cover. Fantastic Four 85. That cover is amazing too. Really awesome Kirby work. Batman 208. This one looks to be in pretty good shape. I think I have another one that's in pretty good shape too. You guys will probably remember stuff better than I am just from watching all these videos. Brave and the Bold 115. Brave and the Bold 116. I'm not sure if any of these Brave and the Bolds have any key significance. They're just awesome. 100-page Spectacular. Not sure the number. This might be the first Wildcat or early Wildcat. I forget. Or it might just be a reprint of it. I'm not sure on that, but that's awesome. I'm happy to own it. Spectre number 2. What a cool book. Absolutely love that. Justice League of America number 39. Again, I want to work on my Justice League set as well. Brave and the Bold number 81. Super cool book. Brave and the Bold. Some of these actually feel like they need new bags and boards. It's been a while. Brave and the Bold number 97. Awesome cover. Ghost Rider number 2. Man, I love that cover. That's a cool cover. Detective 331. Just an awesome pink cover in pretty decent shape. That's an awesome book. And then finally, the last book in this box is Thor 151. All right, let's see what's in this box. We have Afterlife with Archie number 6. The really fun variant cover. Absolutely love that issue. We have Strange Tales 109. I believe this is the first appearance of Cersei. Pretty decent grade copy. Really happy to own that. All right, we have SpongeBob Comics number 1. This is an issue I wouldn't mind buying more copies of. I think this nostalgic stuff that kids grew up with will end up having a lot of value in the long run. Love SpongeBob. Beauty number 1, the awesome Jenny Frison variant. Love that one. Power Girl number 27, the really awesome Warren Liu cover. That's like the first issue, I think, that he did a cover that got really successful. X-Men number 12, the Peach Momoko variant. That actually has to go into my Peach collection. That should also go into my Warren Liu collection. Really awesome Lee and Hyuk Psylocke. That should actually go into my Lee and Hyuk collection. There's a lot of artists. I have 1 to 3 short boxes full of just their covers. That's why what I'm saying is I need to get them into those boxes. Marvel Spotlight and Captain Marvel number 3. I feel like this might be a key issue. I can't remember off the top of my head. Flashpoint number 1. Awesome key issue. Captain America number 1. I believe this is is this the A cover or the variant? Not 100% sure. I believe that's the first Sam Wilson as Captain America. The cover I remember from that series is different though, so I'm pretty sure that was a variant. We have Destroyer Duck number 1, one of my all-time favorite key issues. First appearance of Destroyer Duck, first appearance of Gru. Awesome book. I got a bunch of those. Umbrella Academy number 3. So I found some more Umbrella Academy stuff. Number 4. I had that one box where I had like 10 issues, and this looks like it's another run of them. Number 6. And number 5. So that's cool. Strange Tales number 148. Awesome cover. Love that one. Teen Titans number 2. I got to figure out what issues I still need. I think I'm down to just a small handful. I would like to complete that run. Not Brand Ek number 2. This one has like a chunk out of the corner, but other than that, it's not too bad. Walking Dead number 103. Just a really fun homage to the first issue. A-Next number 4. I believe that's her first appearance. Infinity number 1. This is a Deadpool variant. Big Hero 6 number 5. That's super cool. Big Hero 6 number 4. I really loved that movie when it came out. So I was having a fun time kind of collecting the comics back then. Deadpool Core number 4. This is the Guns N' Roses variant. Really cool issue. Deadpool number 47. I do want to work on this run because I know I still need a good chunk of it. That one might be a newsstand edition too. The Cat number 2. Love that issue. Action Comics 765. Awesome Harley cover. Marvel Team Up number 5 with the Vision. Not Brand Ek number 1. That's cool. Kind of low grade, but still awesome. Ultimate Fallout 4. First appearance of Miles Morales. Nice, awesome key issue. Catwoman number 72. Adam Hughes cover. Awesome Zatanna cover. Savage She-Hulks number 2. J. Scott Campbell cover. Psylocke number 4. I think that's a David Finch cover. Awesome cover. Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 1. Awesome Bronze Age key. I said this before, and I think the last video. This is Blip number 1. First appearance in Mario and Donkey Kong in comics. I think this issue in the future is going to be just a really valuable issue. Batman number 2. Deadpool Merc with a Mouth number 7. First appearance of that version of Deadpool. Or Lady Deadpool. Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 4. Love that cover. All these Steranko covers from the 60s and 70s are awesome. Shaolin Cowboy number 1. The B variant. Daredevil 174. Awesome early Elektra appearance. Amazing Spider-Man 410. Carnage issue. Deadpool 11. Awesome AF-15 homage. X-Force number 2. Second appearance of Deadpool. Evil Ernie number 4. That's awesome. I think we saw 3 and 5 in previous videos. So I do have 3, 4, and 5. I need to find 1 and 2. 2 books I really want to find. Amazing Spider-Man 572 variant. Awesome Bullseye cover. Amazing Spider-Man 571. Awesome Anti-Venom cover. Is that who that is? X-23 number 1. The Women in Marvel issue. Very cool variant. Avengers number 78. Deadpool number -1. That's cool. A little like origin issue, I'm guessing. Amazing Spider-Man 569. Awesome Venom cover. Love that. Weird Wonder Tales number 1. Cool Bronze Age horror. Love collecting Bronze Age horror. One of my favorite genres and era of books to collect. Spaced. That's not going to talk about that. Pit number 20. All right, this is one of those sweet higher number pits that are kind of hard to get. Really happy to have that. I need to find more of those for my collection. Shaolin Cowboy number 2. Awesome Magnolia cover. Love that. Swamp Thing number 67. I think this is the first Hellblazer appearance, I want to say. It could be wrong. You guys can correct me. Jesse Classified number 1. Adam Hughes cover. Awesome book. Amazing Spider-Man 573. The Stephen Colbert cover. Batman 655. First Damon Wayne appearance. Ooh, Transformers number 1. One of my all-time favorite key issues. It's an awesome Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I have a bunch of them. Anytime I get them cheap or if I get my collection, I end up keeping them just because I don't want to sell them. I think they're too cool. Daredevil 175. Awesome Elektra. Long Shot number 1. Again, one of my all-time favorite key issues. First Arthur Adams work. First appearance Long Shot. Great undervalued book. Let's see. Steel number 1. First appearance of Steel. Catwoman 58. Awesome Adam Hughes cover. Awesome Zatanna cover. Catwoman 53. Another Adam Hughes cover. Deadpool #1 from the miniseries. Alpha Flight 17. I think this is the first or second cameo appearance, or first appearance. It's a Big Hero 6 key. I just don't remember if it's I think it's the first full appearance or second cameo. Not 100% sure. It's worth picking up, though. Okay, let me clear these out. I'm kind of running out of space. Okay, we have Wolverine #69, Old Man Logan issue. Wolverine 68, Old Man Logan issue. Wolverine 67, Old Man Logan issue. Love those. Oh, this one's sweet. I picked this one up years ago for probably $1 or $2. The Last of Us #1. This one really, really spiked for the show. Price would probably come back down, but absolutely loved I have it. Last of Us #3. Awesome cover, too. Awesome covers. So happy to have these. And Last of Us #2. So I had 1, 2, and 3. I was missing 4, but I found #4 on a Whatnot show maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, and I got it cheap. So I actually had the full set. Uncanny X-Men 164, first appearance of Binary. Uncanny X-Men 171. I believe this is when Rogue joins X-Men. DC Comics presents #49. Outcast #1. Rocket Raccoon #4. Wonder Woman #1, a George Perez cover. Action Comics #775, first appearance of Justice League Elite. Wolverine #66, first appearance of the Old Man Logan. Legends #3, I believe the first appearance of the Suicide Squad. Flex Mentallo #3, this one is signed. Didn't even realize I had a signed one. That one is super dope. I think that one's signed. Then we have Captain Marvel #1, the variant. We have New Mutants #26, first appearance of Legion. This is a low-grade copy. I have a bunch of these. I didn't see them in these boxes, though, so I have a feeling I either have them in my New Mutants box or I have some more key issue boxes to find to show you guys in the future. Wolverine #155. It's a Deadpool mashup with Wolverine. It's also a homage to Hulk 340. Super, well, it's kind of cool. It's a cool cover because of the reference. Not a cool cover because of who did it. Amazing Spider-Man 363. I think that's the third appearance of Carnage. Or third full appearance. Batman, I forget the number, but this is a New York Post exclusive freebie one, which I think has a bit of value. Flex Mentallo #4, that's super fun. Flex Mentallo #2, also super fun. iZombie #1, an awesome Michael Allred key issue. I actually put one in the store and almost regret selling it. But my friend Jason is going to get it, I believe. So I'm okay with that. Makes it feel a little better when it goes to a friend. So I have 2 copies of that. Absolutely love that book. Deadpool Merc with a Mouth #7. Another copy. First appearance of Lady Deadpool. Daredevil Deadpool Annual 97. Deadpool 27, the wedding of Deadpool. Deadpool #1, the really awesome Jeff Darrow cover. Love that one. We got some Silver Age Spideys in here. Or at least one. Amazing Spider-Man #52. Love that cover. New 52 Batman Detective Comics #2. Silver Surfer #34, when Thanos joins the storyline. Kazar #1, another Bronze Age #1 issue. Love collecting those. Batman Detective Comics #1 from the New 52. Wonder Woman 36, beautiful David Finch cover. I think this is a rare ratio variant, if I remember correctly. Undervalued key, I think. Or not really a key issue, but undervalued book just because the cover is so awesome. Batman Knights of Vengeance #2. Defenders #27. I forget what the key is on that. Miss Marvel 22, the last issue in the run. Detective 577, I believe, a McFarlane cover. Awesome issue. Batman Knight of Vengeance #1. Super cool book. Marvel 2-in-1 presents The Thing and the Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's an early Guardians of the Galaxy appearance. Captain Marvel #1. Tales of Suspense #98. Awesome Black Panther cover. Oh, this is the only Richie Rich book I have in these boxes. Normally I keep them separate. But Richie Rich #71 is one of my all-time favorite Richie Rich covers. It's just a fun moon cover. Absolutely love that one. Captain Marvel 32, early Thanos appearance. Captain Marvel 4 variant edition. Deadpool number 1 from the mini-series. Marvel Premiere number 19. I think this is the first appearance of Colleen, maybe? I forget. I think there's some significance to that. Daredevil number 27. It looks to be in pretty decent shape. I really want to work on my Daredevil run. I have all the big major keys of it, so I just need to fill in the run. Avengers number 19. First appearance of the Swordman. That's pretty cool to have. Cross-Gen Chronicles number 3. I was like, why do I have this? Why would that be in? But this one is signed by George Perez with a certificate right there. That's actually really, really, really dope. Mighty Avengers number 66. Awesome Silver Age book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 2. Awesome Walter Simonson cover. Brave and the Bold number 75. That's a fun issue. Batman 666. Is this... I want to guess this is when Damian Wayne becomes Batman. I think. Nah, or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what the key is. I know it's something related to that. All right, we have... Oh, this is cool. Fables number 1. This is the A cover. I think this is an underrated issue. Happy to have it. Okay, we have Deadpool Illustrated number 1. Awesome cover. Absolutely love that one. Wonder Woman 207. The Bondage cover. Let's see. Astonishing Tales number 6. Awesome Doctor Doom issue. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. I think this is actually the ratio variant to this. That one probably has a bit of value. Defenders number 26. I know this is one of the first appearances of one of the characters. I forget. Jupiter Legacy number 1. A little bit of a spec book at the time. I don't think it panned out very well. Amazing Spider-Man 641 variant edition. New 52 Flash number 1. That's a cool issue. Fables number 2. I really need to see what else I need in this run. I would like to put that whole series together. I have most of it, though. Red Sonja number 1. An awesome number 1 issue from the Bronze Age. I do love my number 1 issues. This is, so you've been seeing Flap in here for a few minutes. So this is the Insane Clown Posse. Now, it's been open. It's not sealed. But I kept it in this bag just because I had the information there. I think these are actually quite valuable. Maybe not. Maybe 10 to 20 bucks. Maybe more. But yeah, they're not easy to find. I know they're desirable. And then this is another one. And these are both missing the CD. It sounds like it came with. But still, it's, I don't really care about the band. Sorry, if you like them, that's awesome. I'm not saying I don't like them. Or that I don't know them that well. What I'm saying is I like having the rare comics, though. I think that's cool. Okay, we have Tales of Suspense number 71. Pretty decent shape. Awesome Silver Age book. Thor number 140. Another awesome Silver Age book. Astonishing Tales number 29. The second print of the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Adam number 5. Awesome Silver Age DC book. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 88. Not a key book, I don't think. But this one was signed by Kevin Eastman when I met him at Toy Fair years ago. So it's cool to have a book that I had personally signed by him. Wolverine 154, another really cool Deadpool Wolverine mashup issue. Harley's Little Black Book number 3, a Lisner cover. I believe that's a ratio variant, so that's kind of a rare book. DC Comics Bombshells number 1, just a really beautiful cover, and that's also, I believe, a ratio variant. And X-23 number 1. All right, let's dig into this box. What do we got? We got Avengers number 8, First Blackwater. I've had a lot of those in these boxes. We Live number 1, first print. Love that book. Invincible number 5. That might be my lowest issue. I really would like to get the rest of the series. I love the animation on that, and I really want to finish collecting all the comics. Thor 133, First Ego. That's pretty neat. Marvel Spotlight number 3. Still looking. I have a number 1 somewhere. We're looking for that. I haven't found it yet. Marvel Team Up 141. Awesome issue. It looks like I got another copy of that. Copy number 2. I think we've already seen it multiple times. Copy number 3. Love that book. Love those books. Don't think that one is high as Secret Wars 8 on my all-time favorite list, but it's definitely up there. Doctor Strange 170. Awesome. Silver Age Doctor Strange. Absolutely love that. Thor 337. First Beta Ray Bill. Love that. Original Sin or Amazing Spider-Man number 4. First appearance of Silk. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21. Newsstand edition with the villains and heroes. I think the direct edition has just like family members. It's like one of the earliest B variant. Power of Warlock number 5. Awesome book. And that's a really cool Doctor Doom. Like he's in just like casual clothes. Interesting cover. Captain Marvel number 5. Love that. Fantastic Four number 44. First appearance of Gorgon. Pretty decent shape. Mr. Miracle number 1. An underrated key issue. Love that one. Zap Comics number 2. One of the later printings. Zap Comics number 1. Later printing. I've said in previous videos with Zap Comics, I pretty much always pick them up when I see them in dollar bins. So it doesn't really matter what the printing is. This is still probably worth a bit. Obviously, the first couple of printings are worth a ton. But the later printings aren't too bad. Wonder Woman 72. Awesome Brian Bolin. Key issue. Infinity Gauntlet number 3. Infinity Gauntlet number 4. I'm pretty sure almost all these I got in collections cheap or for like $1 a piece. Dollar bins. The Flash number 1. New 52. Couple copies of that. Captain Savage and the Leatherneck Riders or Raiders number 1. X-23 number 4. Did I have another copy of this? That's one I'm not sure why I had that one individually in the boxes. Because usually I just put them in the box with the other X-23. Gotham City Sirens number 3. Batman and Robin 235. Is this... I want to say this is the first appearance of Talia. Not 100% sure on that. Someone can correct me. Awesome issue. Black Panther number 2. Tales of Suspense number 60. Infinity Gauntlet number 6. Captain Marvel number 1. So none of these boxes are like kind of deja vu feeling because I think I've showed a bunch of these. I just, you know, when you're digging dollar bins and you're looking for collections and you're picking up stuff, sometimes it's easy to find lots of duplicates of key issues. The Shadow number 1, this one is signed. I'm not sure by who. Tales of Astonish number 71. Really, really cool cover. Is that a seaweed monster? I love it. Super awesome. Tales of Astonish number 75. X-Men 256. New version of that Psylocke suit. Lady Mechanica Collect 0 and 1 Collected Edition. Love the cover. Deadpool number 58. Really fun cover. X-Men 31. This is the first appearance of someone. I forget, though. Drawing a blank. Someone can tell me. Watchmen number 4. One of the all-time greatest miniseries. Watchmen number 7. Love those. Watchmen number 8. Watchmen number 9. Watchmen number 11. These are not in order. Watchmen number 10, but I should have the full set. Watchmen number 3. I probably just, you know what, over the years, every once in a while, I just dig through the boxes and pull stuff out, enjoy it, and so they get a little shuffled around. Number 2. Oh, and there's number 1. Number 1 is the one that's kind of the bigger value one. Awesome book. Watchmen number 5. And Watchmen number 6. Okay, let me clear these out and make some room. All right, this box is turning out to be pretty fun. We have Secret Avengers number 1. Awesome variant. Love that cover. Game of Thrones number 1, the New York Comic Con variant. I don't know if that ever became anything of value, but I'm guessing it might have. Someone can look that up for me and let me know. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 6. I've said I always pick them up any of the 7 issues. If I see it in a dollar bin, I grab it. Deadpool number 57. Super cool. Submariner number 8, the classic Thingiverse Submariner issue. Love that issue. Deadpool 52. Doctor Strange 174. Tales of Astonish 101. This is right before it flipped, I believe. Submariner number 3. Awesome early subby issue. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 4. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac number 5. I feel like I have these in every box. Amazing Spider-Man 136. That's when Harry Osborn becomes the Green Goblin. This one, is that my 4th copy? I feel like I've shown that one a ton of times. Johnny, the Homicidal Maniac, number 3. And number 7. Corn-Fed Comics. So this is one of those super indie underground comics. Super funny. Should be force-fed corn. I feel like that's today's food market. Johnny Homicidal Maniac, number 2. Watchmen, number 12. Saga 1, the Image Hits reprint. Wolverine 154. Wolverine with Deadpool. I feel like we had that last time. And we had one of these last time. Wolverine Old Man Logan 66. Very deja vu feeling box. Punisher number 1. We didn't have this one last box. I think we had it like 8 boxes ago. I got the direct and the newsstand. Spectre 54, Mr. Terrific, Tim Holt? Is it Tim Holt first appearance? That's one that's, I think, spiking now because of the James Gunn universe. Incredible Hulk 92, first Planet Hulk. Rat Queens number 1. Warlock number 2. Love that book. Another copy of Warlock 2. I think this one might technically be slightly better condition, but this one's more white. This one's tanned more. It's so hard for me sometimes to decide on these books whether it's the tanning or, like, this is more tanning but less spine ticks, more spine ticks but less tanning. Like, which one do I choose? I think I prefer that one. All right, Lady Mechanica number 3. Awesome cover. Absolutely love that cover. Captain Marvel number 17 variant. This is the 1 in 25. Second cameo, Kamala Khan. Inhumans number 1. Awesome number 1 issue from the Bronze Age. Love collecting those. What If number 1, another Bronze Age number 1. Absolutely love collecting those. X-Men 244, first appearance of Jubilee. Underrated key issue. Deadpool number 2. Warlock number 6. Werewolf by Night. I think this is my 3rd copy, but the lowest grade copy I have. Awesome issue. Big fan of Bronze Age horror. Wonder Woman 206. I think this is her 2nd appearance, I want to say. Could be wrong. Warlock number 3. Awesome issue. Oh, Man Thing number 1. I love this issue. I think this is my 3rd copy. And I bought one this year for $100. I wasn't like... It had been a while since I went through the boxes, so I forgot I had 2 of them. It's just one of those books, every time I see it, I'm like, I have to have it. That cover is awesome. Werewolf by Night number 1. Did I show 1 or 2? I only thought I had 3 issues. So there's 2 in this box. Maybe I showed another one. I forget. Or maybe I'm mixing up with Tomb of Dracula one, since that's also a red cover. Marvel Team Up number 4. Awesome X-Men crossover issue. Marvel Team Up number 2. Super cool cover. Love that. Catwoman number 60. Adam Hughes cover. Adam Hughes covers, I'm always like, when I see them, I pick them up because I think they're just beautiful. Age of Ultron book 3. Absolutely love this cover. I think this cover is amazing. It's a variant edition. Green Lantern 48. The first Kyle Rayner issue, I believe. Rust number 1. I think this has a Spawn 1 ad in it. Psylocke issue number 2. Beautiful David Finch cover. Psylocke number 4. Another David Finch cover. Psylocke 3. Let's see. Oh, Action Comics number 1. I think this is the Nestle reprint because it has like kind of the newsprint quality. All these reprints are in demand though, or have some desirability. A-Force number 1. Really beautiful variant cover. Psylocke number 1. This is the most expensive issue in the series, obviously. David Finch cover. Beautiful cover. Deadpool number 7. Merc with the Mouth. This is First Lady Deadpool. Preacher number 51. I think this is the first preview, 100 Bullets. So I got 1 copy of that. I got 2 copies of that. Preacher number 66. I forget what the key is on this, but I would have pulled it for my run because it's a key issue. Same with number 13. Again, that's a key issue. I just forget which key it is. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. That's when Supergirl dies. Spawn 220. Any spawns in the 200s are usually pretty rare and expensive. Yusugi Yojimbo number 1. That's the 2nd copy we've seen in the collection. Catwoman 45. Adam Hughes cover. Absolutely gorgeous. X-Force number 2. Second appearance of Deadpool. Got way too many of those. I should probably thin those out a bit. X-Men 244. First appearance of Jubilee. Second copy of this box. Tales to Astonish number 66. Absolutely love the Silver Age Marvel stuff. Thor number 148. Is that the first appearance of the Wrecker? I forget. Walking Dead number 1. This is the Image Hits reprint. New Mutants 14. I believe that's the first appearance of Magic. New Mutants number 16. I feel like this is the first appearance of the kid who becomes a bear. I forget his name. Uncanny X-Force number 1. The Midtown Comics New York Comic Con J. Scott Campbell variant. I don't know if that's worth anything, but I'm assuming it's relatively rare. Fantastic Four number 44. First appearance of Gorgon. Pretty decent shape. Ultimate Fallout number 4. So another copy. First appearance of Miles. Alpha Flight number 16. I think this is the first cameo at Big Hero 6. Catwoman 53. Awesome Adam Hughes cover. Love that one. Catwoman 46. Another Adam Hughes cover. Beautiful book. The Boys number 1. I have a full set of The Boys. I just happened to put my number 1 in the key issue box. Awesome book. Oh, let me clear these out again. Okay, just a handful more in the box. We got Amazing Spider-Man 569, awesome Venom variant. Another one of these Uncanny X-Force Midtown New York Comic Con exclusives. This one just says variant edition, so it's the same artwork, just slightly different colored. I don't know what the difference between these are. Someone can let me know that. Let's see. Batman Robin number 2. It looks like a Jim Lee autograph. Yeah, it's the Dynamic Forces Jim Lee autograph book. He did 200 or 199 copies. That is super cool. I like the Dynamic Forces signed ones. Psylocke number 1 again. I think this issue is over $100. I'll have to double check that, but it's been a while since I looked up. Definitely an issue people will pay for though. And then X-Men 134, which is I think the beginning of the Dark Phoenix series. No, maybe I'm mixing that up. I don't know. Someone can let me know on that as well. Okay, let's go through this box. Let's see what we got. I'm going to start on the side here with these top loaders. We got, Batman, the New 52, number 1. This is third print, I think. A little bit harder one to find, I believe. Young Avengers, number 1, the Wizard World variant. This is the first appearance of, like, half these characters. Can we have... Oh, Captain Marvel number 17, the second print, Kamala Khan cover. That's kind of a rare variant. Omega Man number 3, first appearance of Lobo. Love that book. That's a great book. Thor God of Thunder number 6. This is the first Gore, I believe. All right, what we got in the box? We got Moon Girl number 1. Love that key issue. That's a really fun book. Destroyer Duck number 1, one of my all-time favorite key issues. That one I have so many copies of. Punisher number 2. Do love that miniseries. Steven Universe number 1. I believe this is the first miniseries. That one I think will have a lot of value in the future. Lock and Key number 3, homage to that amazing EC Comics cover. I think that... is it a variant? I think it is a variant. It might have a little bit of value. Or maybe it's the first, but I don't know. Either way, I think it has some value just because of the homage. Lock and Key number 6. I did really like that show. That was a fun show. Lock and Key number 2. Lock and Key number 1. Awesome covers. Hardware number 25. Kind of want to go through all my collection and figure out what I need from the Milestone stuff. Lock and Key number 4. Doom Patrol number 1. That's the 2001 series. Young Avengers Special number 1. Hardware number 1. I think this is the Boys issue maybe 30. Virgin variant. I think that one's kind of rare. Reborn number 1. The blank variant. Not sure what issue Spider this is, but it's a cool J. Scott Campbell colored by Sabine Rich cover. Love that one. Batman 89, the first appearance of Punchline. House on the Lake number 1. Wolverine number 10, the awesome Sabretooth fight issue. I think that's the first time they meet up, or first time they fight in a comic. Bee and Puppy Cat number 7. This series, every single issue is kind of at least 20 to 50 bucks. Worth picking these up when you find them cheap. Something is Killing the Children number 3. Something is Killing the Children number 4. Power Pack number 1. Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. This one, I wouldn't be surprised if that's selling for $100 now. America number 1. The Flintstones number 1, a pretty decent mid-grade copy, maybe slightly higher grade. It's got some wear on the spine and a little bit of soiling that might be able to clean. But overall, it's a very presentable copy. That's an awesome key issue to have. Daredevil number 8, under 10 issue. Love that. I think that's the first Tilt Man. I really need to see what I need. I know I have 1, and I think my lowest number after that is maybe 6. I got to see what I need. I want to fill in the collection. Amazing Spider-Man 123, awesome Luke Cage cover. Spider-Woman number 1. Strange Tales 112, gorgeous cover. It's got a little bit of a crease right there, but other than that, it's an amazing comic. Strange Tales 133. Hawkeye number 1, the first Kate Bishop series. Hulk 16, I believe that's the first appearance of the Red She-Hulk. Totally Awesome Hulk number 15, just a really, really fun cover. Love that one. X-Men 117, the first Shadow King? Is that who that is? Forget. I really liked his character in the Legion show, so that was the issue I really wanted from back then. Silk number 1. Vision number 1, the hip-hop variant. Hawkeye number 1. Alpha Flight number 1. This is a key issue that I've just been grabbing for years. So somewhere I have a stack for like 20 of them. I just for the longest time was a $2 or $3 book. Now it's got a little bit of value, but still not high enough for me to want to sell them. Sleepwalker number 1. New Mutants number 87, second print. Umbrella Academy number 1. I haven't found my free comic book day one yet. America number 3. Really fun cover. Captain Marvel number 16. This is the first, I want to say Zyla Bell, but I don't know if I'm saying the name right. She was in the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie. So this is one I know I picked up a bunch. I probably picked up another 10 somewhere for $1 back in the day. Over the Garden Wall number 3. I don't know if this is the first series or the second series. I know the first series is worth a lot. I think this is the second series. Price still has a little bit of value, but not, the first series has a lot of value. Number 4. And number 2, all these I picked out dollar bins. Something's Killing the Children, number 2. Very cool. Week 52. This is first appearance of Kate Kane, who becomes Spider-Woman. Howard the Duck, number 1. I don't think this issue is actually worth anything. Like cover price, basically. Reborn issue 1. This one is signed by Greg Capullo. That's super cool. It's like signed books, it's hard to kind of buy those from people in collections, but I do like when they have Midtown Comic certificates, because that makes it a lot easier to, then kind of the date and time when he signed it. But I feel like that certificate could probably be pretty easily copied. Tales of Suspense number 97, first appearance of Whiplash, pretty decent condition. Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham number 1, absolutely love that issue. Miss Marvel 16, the first cameo appearance of Raven, who becomes Mystique. Love that issue as well. Original Sin number 4, first appearance of Silk. Someone had the label there for that. I got a second copy of the first appearance of Silk. Love that issue. Madame Xanadu number 1. That is super cool. X-Men Worlds Apart number 1, the Wizard World or Texas Wizard World exclusive. It's a J. Scott Campbell cover. Love that. Lil Kid Introducing Calvin number 10. This is the first appearance of Calvin. I just think it's like a fun kids comic. Very rare issue. Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if this is over $100 now. So I got 1 copy, and then this is my 3rd, 4th, or 5th copy. A 3rd in this box, but I think I showed 1 or 2 others. I love this book, though. I really like the animation series as well. I like the original one, and then I like the modern one that they did a year or so ago. Young Avengers number 1's got a Young variant. I don't think this is the first. I think this is the second Young Avengers series. Very cool cover, though. All right, let me clear these out. These stacks are getting kind of big. Okay, we got Strange Tales 127. Awesome book. Oh, Avengers 57, first appearance of Vision. Sweet, sweet, sweet key issue. I got that from my friend Sean a few years ago. And then Fantastic Four 52, first Black Panther. I also got that from Sean. That's my second copy, I believe. Invincible number 100, this Comixology, I guess black and white version. That's kind of a rare, expensive comic. I think I got that from my friend Sean as well. Monstrous number 1, just a key issue I absolutely love picking up when I can find it cheap. Bee and Puppy Cat, I think this is the ratio from issue 1, maybe a later issue. I wouldn't be surprised if that's kind of expensive. And another Bee and Puppy Cat ratio, that's also one that I wouldn't be surprised if it's kind of expensive. And then another copy of Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. Yeah, as you can see, I really like the original web series that came out like 10 years ago. So I was picking all these up for a while. Bee and Puppy Cat number 1. And I was trying to pick them up for cover price or cheaper. That's the spec that kind of panned out. But also, I think this is the kind of book that in 10 years, possibly there'll be people that love the web series from 10 years ago that are starting to go crazy for this. Or it could be the newer series, so the next generation of kids are going to grow up and really like this. But I have a feeling in the next 5 to 10 years, this issue, well, this whole series is going to have value. Like, really high value. Hardware number 19. Lilith number 0. I don't know if this is first appearance or not, but it's one of the Warrior Nun series. Century number 2. Avengers Annual number 10, first appearance Rogue. Absolutely love that one. The Nom number 1. Really liked that series as a kid. Master of the Universe number 1. Love the comic, cartoon, toy related stuff. Supergirl 34. I think this is a low print issue. Spider-Man number 12. This is the Miles and Gwen Kiss cover. Transformers number 1. Again, one of my all-time favorite key issues. Awesome Bill Sienkiewicz cover. This is just one every time I see it, and it's like $5, $10, maybe even $20. I just have to snag it. I mean, I would do that with any book of value, but this one specifically even more so. Ghost Rider Rides again. Original Ghost Rider number 1. I'm not sure. I don't know if this series has any value or not. Tales of Suspense number 19. Really awesome older pre-hero Marvel book. I like that these have the clear backs so you can see the full thing. Love that. I want to collect a lot more of this kind of stuff. And then Strange Tales number 30. Definitely want to collect a lot more of this stuff. This guy, I bought these at the anime convention a couple years ago. He had a whole bunch from both these runs. I had to look very carefully at them though, because a lot of them had little bits of restoration on them. I think these two were clean, but not 100% sure, but the price was good. I just bought it because it was a really good price. G.I. Joe number 1, one of my all-time favorite key issues as well. Another one I just grab whenever I see it. I think that's the 5th or 6th one. Truth number 1, first Isaiah Bradley, I believe. That's like the 3rd or 4th copy. Punisher number 1, probably like my 4th or 5th copy. X-Force number 2, probably the 5th or 6th. Lots of repeats here, but that's okay. You know, I'm the kind of person that likes, if I see a book that I really love, I don't mind just putting a bunch away just because I think, you know, it's good to hold on to this stuff. I absolutely love this stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm collecting comics and I buy comics because I absolutely love them. You know, I don't want to buy anything else but comics at the moment. But I also think long-term, it's nice to hold on to them because, you know, they do gain value. You know, they go up and down like this. You know, I maybe should have sold during the pandemic. Prices are back down. But long-term, it's going to go up, down, and then I think trend overall will be up. So I don't mind leaving money in these issues because I'm not broke at the moment at the point where I can't buy anything or I can't pay my bills. I feel a little bit broke at the moment, but I'm still selling enough to keep up with the bills. So this stuff, it's like you could sell it for emergency or just hold on to it for the future. No rush to sell it. Young Avengers number 1, first appearance of like half this team. So that's a really awesome key issue. And also, I sell a lot of comics. I just try to sell the cheaper ones, not the key issues. Avengers number 223, awesome Hawkeye, Ant-Man cover. Avengers 125, this is I think this is one of the first appearance of one of the Stones, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. One of you can tell me what the key significance of that is. New Mutants Annual number 2, first appearance of Psylocke in an American comic. Black Panther number 2, first appearance of Shuri. Avengers 257, first appearance of Nebula. Love that issue. Amazing Spider-Man 121. This is when Gwen Stacy dies. Great key issue. Avengers 196, first appearance of Taskmaster. Huge fan of his. Avengers 196, another awesome copy. Avengers 195, I think this is the first cameo of Taskmaster, so this is kind of an important one to grab as well. Avengers 144. This is when Patsy Walker becomes Hellcat. Such an amazing cover too. Awesome cover. The first appearance character is on the cover. This is what you want in a key. Like this issue. These are key issues. First appearances that just they scream beauty. Like this is the kind of stuff I love to see in a key issue. Let's see. Bee and Puppy Cat number 2. Love that series. Something is Killing the Children. Not sure the number, but it's a Verdant variant. Bravest Warrior number 1. This is done by the guy who did Adventure Time. So that's a pretty cool second print on that. Bee and Puppy Cat number 8. I'm still looking for the Rose Besh cover from this series. That one's gone really expensive. Star Slayer number 2. First full appearance of Rocketeer. Absolutely love that book. That's one of my favorite books. Steven Universe number 2. I think this is the original series. Steven Universe number 3. This is also the original series, I think. And number 5. I think it was just 5 issues in that first miniseries, and these are the 5. Those are super awesome. Love the covers. Amazing World of Gumball number 3. Another series that I think one of these days will start gaining value. Any of this stuff that kids grow up with that have strong nostalgic value, this is like a G.I. Joe number 1 for a kid that's probably about 15 right now. Right? So right now they don't care about it, but when they're 22, 23, finishing off college, they might start wanting to buy some stuff up with it. Once they start having some money, they might be like, oh, I remember, I loved Amazing World of Gumball. Oh, they have comic books, let me buy that. Oh, I love Steven Universe. I got some money now, let me buy those. So that's usually what happens. That happened to Pokemon a few years ago when Pokemon Go came out, exploded during the pandemic. So I love collecting kind of this nostalgic stuff because I really think one day it will explode in value. Bee and Puppy Cat number 4. Awesome. Especially, it has to be contemporary to the day. So if it's stuff that came out from when people grew up and it was for the adult collector, I don't think it's worth as much, right? In 10, 15 years when they do a Steven Universe, like anniversary issue, won't be worth as much. People always want the original stuff from their childhood. All right, this adventure has been so much fun going through all my comic books. That box was amazing. I'm kind of sad it's over, but we have a lot more comic content coming up soon. And I have 800 other short boxes, so I might start doing some requests if people ask me for specific boxes they want to take a look at.